Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Good to see you, Vulcan. I see you there as well, Roxas. Hope you guys are doing well. I had quite a weekend, and I'm tired. But we're recovering. We're making it happen. We've got this new Zenless to play, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. What's up, Remnant? Good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend as well. I am not pulling for Promea. I'm waiting for Billy. So, all we have is to get right into it. So let's see how this goes.
Just as I thought. Aside from the news about Hollow Champion, there's no info on Ramiel.
Yeah, she just disappeared after the competition. It's like she had vanished into thin air.
Currently stuck in ads right now. Ah, damn. Well, hopefully he'll be out of the ads shortly. Still waiting for Starlight Billy myself, the longest 2 weeks of my life. Yeah, it's, I mean, I'll have to see if I enjoy playing as him, but I can't imagine that I won't. I already like regular Billy, so that'll be cool. Hopefully.
By the way, where did Cecilia go? Wasn't she just with you?
Oh, well, she's not the important character this patch, so she's gone.
She got a phone call just now and suddenly ran out, saying she had to rush to 141 to grab the freshest egg pudding in New Eridu.
Yes, give me Starlight Billy. 11-1. Him got some polychrome saved up. Same. I've got, I don't know, 100-something pulls, I think. I think I've got enough to get him and his Wenjin, probably. But we'll see. Finally finished my finals. I'm free. Nice. Good to see you, Existential. Glad you're finally done. That's always nice when you get to the end of school and you're like, fucking finally. Already finished the story, but hope you enjoy the lead up for season 3. Me too. If it's anything like the last patch, I'll enjoy it a lot, I'm sure. Gameplay is pretty much the usual for Rupture Agents. What does that mean? Because I feel like Zhuyuan plays completely different from, like Monato and, what's her face? Yidari. Either way.
Let me guess. The person on the other end of the line was Commissioner Severian, right?
I already have a preset team for Billy, so I got Pulchra and Astra as my setup. What's, I'm assuming he's like a, assault damage character. Like he's still the same type of damage. Or did they like change his element?
Yeah, that's what I figured. But since she isn't here, we can finally discuss a few things that are probably best kept from public security.
Truthfully, don't know that much about him.
Apart from Commissioner Severian, I have a feeling Tops wouldn't simply turn a blind eye to Ramiel.
Skipping him this time for 3.0, but I'm hoping I can get him on his rerun. He's basically a mix between his old version and Yixuan self-buffing high damage with blocking / parrying mechanic. I mean, sounds good to me. I do enjoy a good parry.
If we want to locate Ramiel before they do and get the Porceloid W engine back, we gotta gain the upper hand in intelligence. And when it comes to gathering intel...
That's where Fairy shines.
A reasonable conclusion, Master. Notice, during your conversation with the second assistant, the search for information on the individual, Ramiel, was completed. 19,732 matching results were found.
Nice work, Fairy. But
I'm kind of surprised we're continuing the Ramiel story already. It sort of seemed like to me she'd be kind of gone for a little while.
Logic. Second assistant is unable to precisely describe Ramiel's physical traits, offering only the following keywords to assist Supreme Assistant in completing the search.
I always love Allegra's VA and ZZZ so much. Yeah, it's very good.
Pink hair. Operates alone. Young woman. Kind of a baddie. Actually, definitely a baddie.
That's a wild thing to hear Fairy say. Kind of a baddie. How far are you in the story? Not very far. I just started, basically. It's still the first cutscene, but what's up, Kazan? Welcome in. Good to see you. Robot saying baddie seems so out of pocket. Yeah, I mean, it's very weird.
Something strange got
It's just weird to
in
hear
there.
modern slang in any kind of game that you're playing, you know? Like, imagine Fairy's like, Master, I'm alerting you that there's someone outside who is attempting to mog you. You need to looks max before you go meet them.
You're the one who's familiar with her. I can only rely on your description and fill in the rest with my imagination.
Reminder. Please provide more relevant keywords to narrow down the results and improve their accuracy.
Let me think. Romual's appearance.
It's also weird that not very far apart from each other we were introduced to that wolf Romual, and now we have this other girl whose name is Romual. Describe Romual's appearance using as much detail as you can.
Refining the search results using the new keywords. Estimated completion time, 600 seconds.
Huh? Someone's at the door? It shouldn't be locked. I'll go check who it is.
Plus, I can't wait for playable proxy. I don't really care about that as much, because I still think it's weird that they decided to just totally shift their, their story from being like, behind the scenes in the chair to being like now combatants. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be cool. The epilogues are basically just very long chapters split between two versions, which is why the story doesn't really feel like it's stopped like other chapters. That's fair. At least it makes sense since they were fighting in Yunquay Summit. I guess. Maybe it would feel better if we saw more of their training, but like, every time we see them at Yunquay Summit, it's like, they're like, we just got done training. Let's go do the normal stuff we do. And I'm like, what's your training? I know you're training your, like, eyesight powers, but didn't see you, like, learning any, like, Muay Thai or anything. Drowsiness comes over you without warning.
Coming.
Who could it be? No, how is this possible? Your body moves on instinct, taking a step forward. The next second, you snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Wise?
Now imagine
What's
if they had
going
some osmanthus. I refuse to imagine that. What's up, Meek? Welcome in. Good to see you. Don't forget the proxy also has used the agent's avatars within the VR system, meaning they know a ton of combat styles. Yeah, I guess. I never really thought about that as them being the ones doing that, but I guess that's true. What's up, Tomb? Welcome in. Good to see you. Just did some Battlefield 6 since they got a new season. It's the return of Golmud Railway from Battlefield 4. Cool. I think the last Battlefield I played was 3, but it's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm curious about your take on this story since you have a much more mature and we're listening view on the world and how you can write a good story, especially with your acting experience and all that. Yeah, I've heard this patch is good. I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping that's true, but we'll see. You know, all those combat styles and still can't do anything to protect themselves. I mean, they don't really need to since they're friends with a bunch of gods.
Teacher. Miss Carroll. Was that her?
Carol? Who's that? I'm the only one here. Something's wrong with your shop's front door. I can't
This
get
patch
in.
is pretty oriful.
You bought way too many snacks and ended up getting stuck in the entrance, huh? Those bags are twice as wide as the door.
Jesus, how many snacks did you buy?
Did I imagine that? After all, why would teacher be here?
Yeah, the timing couldn't be better since I got my official Battlefield 6 bomber
Spending
jacket.
money always
But
feels
this
so
patch is
good.
interesting to say it nicely. Alright. I saw that jacket. It was super cool. Yo, David, thank you for the tier 1 sub. 16 months. That's a lot of months. That's, you're 2 away from your second stream, baby. Curious about what did you think of last patch? Not sure if we discussed it. I really liked the last patch. I thought it was fun. I liked Cecilia as a focus point character. I thought she was really fun. Her voice actress does an amazing job. It felt good to get back to kind of the normal feeling of Zenless, where it's like, hey, there's a contest going on, and you know, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't have any problems with it. I thought it was good. And the event was fun, that hot pot event. Hallelujah, Henry lives. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been on a trip in a while, so to be out of commission for 5 days was just wild. I mean, I've been sick, but that's different than going to a cabin in the woods and drinking for a whole weekend. Plus, I did the Bangbu event as well, fighting plus Disney Bangbu Land. Yeah, I started playing that. There's a lot to do in that one, it seems. This to me is the second best MSQ in the game after 1.6. Still can't believe Arlecchino and Cecilia are the same VA. Aaron Yvette is mad talented. Yeah, I haven't played, is Arlecchino Genshin or Star Rail? I haven't played the other ones, but, you know, Cecilia's great.
Wise, are you okay?
Genshin.
Did you
Right, okay.
dream about teacher?
I think I accidentally dozed off. Don't worry, I'm fine.
People already want Cecilia as a permanently returning character, just like Billy and Anby. I mean, the nice thing about Zenless is that it's set up in a way that, you know, anybody could come back, theoretically. If they wanted to do a story that focuses on an old character, Ben, they could.
Glad you're okay. Oh, right. On my way back just now, I received a super important message from Demon Lord. Important message? Could it be a clue about Romuel?
Can't wait for the part of the story where Wise realizes he's goated and starts to ball out on the field. I feel like it would make more sense for Wise to retire and just be like, I've got 15 girlfriends now. Who cares? I don't need any of this shit.
Fine. I want to say yes, but at best it's only a very slight connection.
Plus, I mean, they're consistent on buffing previous characters, so they aren't completely pointless. Yeah, I'll have to see. I assume at some point they'll get around to like Ben and Caesar and the other defense characters, but they're gonna have to really do a lot of rework to like make them different, you know? Because at the moment it seems like there's really no point to have defense characters. So, I don't know. Makes sense to me. Imagine the MC, the final boss of the game. That would be sick. It could be if they do it right. The fact that Lycon is meta is insane. Yeah, I don't know if I just don't know. Just don't know if I know the strats or anything, but I'm certainly not not getting the results in the Shiyu defense that I used to. Welcome back. Happy you're alive and well. Thank you, Cho. It's good to be back. Fucking on the way down to the bachelor party, I got a speeding ticket. Sucks ass. It's like $260 something, which is insane. And it's all fucking garbage, cuz I looked at they have like a breakdown of it, and a lot of it is fucking like Tennessee court fees and, you know, court stenographer training fee, and I'm like, bro, I don't live in Tennessee. Why am I paying all these taxes for you? At least we know you'll be pulling Billy S rank. Oh yeah, definitely. Benry, what would S been bigger be? A different tank or maybe offense class entirely? Honestly, I like his gameplay the way he is. I think maybe just like upping his damage a lot, and maybe turn him into like a stun character instead. Maybe that would help. Granted, we've already got stun fire characters kind of more than we need, but maybe, I don't know, maybe turn him into a stun like assault character or something. I don't know. I do think having him be like a heavy hitter stun sort of guy would be a good idea. Because I think the way he attacks is slow enough that that it still wouldn't work to make him like a damage dealer. Okay. I hate the new Shiyu. You need 3 teams. Yeah, the new, Shiyu defense, I'm just not getting the results. But I stopped try-harding on it, where I was like, you know, oh, I gotta have the 9 stars every time and whatever. Now if I get like 2 stars, I'm like, fuck it. Like, unless I'm like super close, I'm like, I'm not doing it again. Caesar's actually pretty decent for rupture agents if you haven't got Lucia, since it can make the risk of HP draining non-existent. I see. Defense to stun, physical, that could be interesting. Give him a gun. Yeah, he's exactly the same, except he can take the pillar and just fire it like a rocket. The new Shiyu's not casual friendly. Yeah. Yep, I would agree with that. It seems like if you don't have certain teams, it's very hard to get through. He's hitting heavy already. Yeah, but like, you know, in damage. Got my first 3-star in DA. I'm happy about that at least. I think I got 9 stars like one time. And that's about it. Alright, let's get back into it.
Considering this specialist's exceptional performance during the competition, the sharp-eyed Demon Lord has reached a decision, granting me, Cecilia, a full week, that is, 5 working days of paid leave.
She got suspended.
But what does this have to do with Romuel?
And I think I missed saying it. Kessin and Ricky, both of you, welcome in. Good to see you. Paid leave. Imagine getting suspended and still getting paid. Couldn't be me. Yeah, if you're in America, unless you're a cop, I guess, it's pretty unheard of. Thank you, cousin, for the hydrate. The new drip for 3.0 are quite interesting, especially that one character. I thought Miyabi was the only one who got a new costume. S-rank Ben, but he steals everyone else's weapons. I mean, imagine his pillar spinning on the end of Anton's drill. That would be deadly. I think he means new character drip marketing. Ah, I see. I'm sorry, I'm too old for all the slang. What's your drink? It is a pistachio cream cold brew from Starbucks. They're good. They're my favorite drink from Starbucks, and they used to be seasonal. You could only get them in the winter, but now they make them year-round, baby. So we stay winning. Actually, Meek, your idea for Ben is just what they did with Frank Castle once in the Punisher comics. They were calling him Frankencastle, and he literally just stole all of the equipment he could get from the Avengers, which was pretty sick, because there was a part where he steals Ant-Man's, like, shrinking stuff, shrinks down, and then, like, I think he hit himself in a pizza or something, and the guy he was trying to kill took a bite of the pizza, and then he, like, grew bigger inside of him and just exploded him. It's crazy.
Well, hold on. I'm not finished yet. The Demon Lord's paid leave, of course, comes with some extra conditions attached.
There's a skin in Marvel Rivals called Frank Castlestein, and he looks like that one iconic monster. Hell yeah. What's up, NSM? Good to see you.
He requires me to continue searching for traces of Romuel with you during my time off.
Welcome in.
Just
Hope you're
treating
doing
his paid
good.
leave. Yes, that's exactly what he said. In other words, for the next week, I'll be acting not as a member of public security, but as myself, working alongside you all. Is there any difference? Of course there is. The Demon Lord said that during my leave, he'll forcibly shut off my communicator. He personally guarantees he won't contact me, and even advised me not to reach out to him either. Even if the communicator were still on, I probably wouldn't want to contact him anyway.
In other words, public security won't receive any updates about our actions from now on.
I know at this point, people probably won't really be recast in this game as much as they were, but if Ceci ever got recast, I don't think there's any way someone could like replace the way she talks, because it's got such a weird cadence to it. Like, if somebody was like, oh, here's your new role, I'd be like, ah, shit, how am I supposed to do this? Sounds like you just told her to fuck off and not bother her for a while. Yeah, pretty much. That's how I felt with Lycon and Kaleda. Yeah, I mean, Kaleda I feel like Lycon has more of a specific cadence to his voice that's sort of like reserved, refined tone. Kaleda's voice, I think, it's not necessarily about the cadence of her speech. It was just Katie did an amazing job getting that like grit slash like gravel tone to her voice. But I do agree there's, it's not that the new people are doing a bad job or anything, but what we had in the beginning is certainly they were they got chosen for a reason, we'll say.
I have a feeling Commissioner Severian must have some other motive.
Sadly, there's still a chance all it takes is one wrong decision and the VA's fired. Yeah, but it's not like, it's at least not like during the strike or whatever, where there's just like people dropping like flies.
Fairy, our AI assistant just sent a message. The search results have been filtered. Filtered? What? You'll find out soon enough. Come on, let's check out the clues about Ramiel, the pink-haired baddie.
Okay. It's like Ramiel, the pink-haired baddie, and it just comes up with pictures of Nicole.
Didn't expect your AI assistant to be this capable. It can even access street cameras?
If you ever get recast, will you keep streaming Zenless, or would you only play it on your off time? I feel like if I got recast, it would be... I don't know. I think it would be painful to play the game after that, to be honest. I'm not sure I would even play it in my off time at that point, because every time I play it, I would just be like sitting there remembering, like, this was the thing that I used to do. But, I'm not on the dev team, don't worry about it. I mean, even if you were, I feel like it would be weird for you to push for me to be fired. Are you in NTE? I am not. I'm not in that one, no. It's 100% valid. It's like, what's the point? I mean, it's not even like, what's the point as much? Because, like, I would still enjoy the game as far as the game goes, but, like, I think it is tough to be a part of something and enjoy it from that perspective, and then you're not a part of it anymore. Like, I think it's very hard for that not to feel upsetting once you're there.
Oh, I see now. So that's why the Demon Lord sent me to protect you. You must have connections in public security who outrank him. They're the ones who gave you access, right?
Yeah, that's right. Let's go with that for now.
I knew it. Come on, let me see what your AI assistant found. Wait, who are all these people?
Response. These are search results that may be related to Ramiel.
There's its own drama with NTE. The AI drama, to be exact. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's such an easy thing to avoid, but for some reason, people just keep using AI and being surprised when people don't like it. At least Corin is still the same. I like her VA. Yeah, Chloe's a buddy, and they do a very good job. I think it'd also entirely depend on why you were recast. That's true. Yeah, I mean, if it were my decision, I guess I could maybe see it. Like, if I was like, it hurts my voice too much, I gotta step down. That would be one thing, but, like, if it was just one day, they were like, surprise, you're recast, I'd be like, oh, okay. All you gotta do is survive the patch your character released in, then survive the half of the second patch, and you're pretty much good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Sokaku got recast several times, which was always weird. I don't know what these corps are doing with these AI stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like such a stupid idea to, like, oh, let's use AI. That'll save us some time and money. It's like, it will infinitely lose you more money if you, like, use it, people find out, and then everybody stops playing your game because you were using AI. Like, it's crazy. Also, thanks for the drops. Got most of the stuff for my ZZZ. Oh yeah, no problem. I always forget that I do that. Were they trying to find the perfect Sokaku VA? Never understood that. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I thought the first Sokaku was really good, the same way that that Kaleda's first VA was good. Like, Sokaku had this kind of very particular sounding voice, and then kind of just got turned into a generic child sounding character again.
Based on the keywords provided by Master,
Yeah,
I
there it
performed a
is.
second round of filtering on the search results and identified the following different types of Romuel.
For some reason, the eastern side of the country doesn't mind that much when it comes to AI. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't speak to the eastern side of things, but NTE is a very well-made game. The AI just sucks. I feel like the situation would have been less of a havoc if they had been honest about using AI in their game, since it was just ads/background stuff. Maybe, but honestly, at this point, it seems like whether you disclose it or not, if people go like, hey, it's AI, you know, it just makes everybody immediately be like, oh, well then I don't care, I'm not going to use that, you know. Using AI doesn't save money at all. Yeah. Yeah, it's the promise of money that's getting all these fucking corpo idiots coming over in their pants about it. Molly used to play HSR, but she kind of just stopped after her friend Caleb got recast. Yeah, I mean, certainly when all the strike stuff was happening and people in this game were getting recast, I was like, feels very weird to be playing this. And it definitely put a damper on my enjoyment of it for a few patches at least. Even now, I still wish that those people who got recast were still in the game, but you know. Also, welcome in, Linneas. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Shy Romuel. Fluffy type
Said she'll
Romuel.
play again, but only once the
Friends
blues
already,
wears off.
Romuel.
Yeah, that's fair.
Romuel? Wait, it's actually a whole family? Of course not. Don't add misleading descriptors. Cecile will take them seriously.
Is this a coincidence? They're not Romuel, but these are all people we know.
For efficiency, among hundreds of photos of pink-haired individuals, those most closely associated with Master are prioritized at the top of the filtered results.
Also, Thighs, I think I missed it when you came in. So, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. My opinion, using AI for the concept stages of a project is fine. What's not fine is selling an AI end product. Yeah, I mean, it's, if it has to be used at all, I do think in, like, the planning stages is better than, you know, in the end. But even then, I'd still prefer they hire, like, a concept artist to figure it out, you know? Yo, Benry, I see one more pink-haired baddie, too. Where? What's up, Yendru? Welcome in. Good to see you. To be honest, I wouldn't mind AI so much if A, people weren't so eager to plagiarize with it, and B, the people using it as a crutch weren't acting like they were doing something and deserved to be at the same table with actual creatives. Yeah, I mean, that's the weird thing, like, and welcome in, Freg. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. That's the thing with AI, where inherently it is stealing from other people who are creatives. It can't create something out of nothing. So it's like, you know, inherently using it, even for concept art, is stealing from somebody. But also, if you're not monetizing it, then, like, is it really that different than, like, people who make stuff on YouTube that's like, you know, like Neil Cicierega's music, right? I love it. It's all literally just samples of other people's music. He didn't create that, but he did kind of make something new with it that I think stands on its own merit. But also, he can't legally monetize it because it's not his music, right? So it's a weird thing in that sense. But the main thing that makes me feel like, you know, it can't be used in its current form in a way that makes me happy is that it's stealing from artists, and it's also using up water, and they're building all these data centers to try and, like, you know, get to the necessary amount of RAM and GPU usage and, you know, energy and all of that stuff. And they're building those next to people's neighborhoods, and it's like fucking them up, you know? So it's like, and it's all for theoretical money too. It's not like we absolutely need these data centers. They're like, well, projections show that if trends continue upwards into infinity, we'll need these data centers. And it's driving up the price of GPUs and RAM, and, you know, as it is right now, I don't think there is an ethical way to use AI. Maybe someday there could be, but I think right now it would be better if there were just no AI at all, because when they're like, we have to keep pushing to get to that part, to get to that, you know, that cheaper, more usable version, it's like, okay, but you're not doing that. You're just releasing it Pandora's box style into the world, and now everybody can use it, and everybody's wasting energy and power and water on just stupid garbage, you know? I don't know. It's not my favorite thing in the world, certainly. What's up, Shantae? Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. The only generative AI I'm okay with are remixes of game OSTs, and even then, some of those are at best. And honestly, AI is kind of crappy as it is now. Yeah, like, nobody's generating, like, what they really think is the best thing ever with AI right now. They're generating something that's, like, good enough that allows them to not use any actual brain power or skill, but
This maximizes the chance of seeing the most relevant results. Online, this kind of phenomenon is referred to as a pink hair filter bubble.
There's no such thing. Anyway, Wise, we should add a few more keywords and narrow down the search.
the one thing I like about AI is the horror stories people come up with about AI. Yeah, I mean, horror stuff about how bad AI can be in the future certainly is tried and true. Like to all you AI creatives, just accept your little bro status, it's okay. I mean, I don't consider them creatives at all. Like, it's not even like, oh, you're like, you know, little bro status. It's more like you're a banker and you're calling yourself an artist. Like, it's a totally different thing, you know? And you don't deserve respect for trying to, like, steal from people and pass it off as your own thing, right? I mean, those AI cat videos are totally peak. Yeah, no, I mean, we love seeing the AI Jesus videos on TikTok. You want to know how lazy AI generator users are? Remember, there's a Reddit post where someone has burnout from generating images and wants a new prompt button to not have to do any work. Yeah, no, it's... I saw that post where someone was like, you guys don't know how hard it is having to generate all of these prompts. It's so fucking difficult. And it's like, bro, you've never tried to do anything in your entire life, have you? Banker artist seems crazy. I guess that's kind of what Banksy is. Banker artist. Banksy. Yeah. Like that crazy Willy Wonka story AI made. I don't think I saw that.
Let me think. Pink hair, but no hood. And she has a black ribbon in her hair. And
someone explained how to generate a good quality image. You have to know all these details that regular artists already do. Yeah. I mean, it's... Even then, I feel like it's like you're never going to get what you actually want it to look like. You're just going to get something that's close enough for you to be like, alright, whatever.
New keywords confirmed. Optimizing the filtering criteria now.
Looks like this will take several rounds of refinement. Wonder what kind of Ramiel will turn up.
Fairy, refine the search.
Filtering complete. Showing the image with the highest match.
There she is.
That's her! That's the one! Ramiel type Ramiel! A photo of her was on the Demon Lord's desk. He wouldn't let me touch it or take a picture of it, but I've seen it before! That's definitely her.
There he is, there he is! Fairy, give us big booty Latinas. I mean, I wouldn't say no to that, you know. I've only generated one image and it was a crucified minion. That feels fitting.
Unbelievable. We really found her. Excellent job, AI assistant.
One of my favorite artists became an AI grifter, followed me on IG, and it's like, keep your grift away from me. Yeah, it's, you know. It's always weird when somebody who's been making their entire living off of art, or like been doing it their entire life, is like, oh, I don't have to do that anymore? I guess now I'll just do this generating thing. It's like, I mean, if you weren't in it for the love of it in the first place, why are you even in it, you know? Also, why are they now like, oh, we can't say fairy? Because I feel like that's fine. Like, she's still their AI assistant, even if she has a name,
Thank
right?
you for your recognition. The AI assistant looks forward to serving you again.
the place in the photo is the T-Milk store at Lumina Square. I didn't expect her to show up so close to the public security building.
The God's AI is illegal or something. I think maybe that was the thing from the last patch where Severian was like, we need your AI assistant because it's a genius or something. That's bad. It's really big artists with millions of followers influencing younger artists. Yeah, I mean, everybody now always fucking just wants the easy money. Think it's because there's a cop next to you? I mean, I guess, but Cecilia is like barely a cop.
Come on, let's head to Lumina Square and ask Coco if she remembers anything about Ramiel. She should still be working there right now. Alright, fine, I'll go with you. Hopefully we won't run into the Demon Lord just getting off work. No way! I'm on vacation now! Nothing to be afraid of! Let's go, we're heading out!
Cecilia's not snitching. Yeah. Yo, it's Billy. Relax, no glitches, no viruses. I'm just super hyped. I got good news and even better news. Which one do you want to hear first? Good news is, just 10 seconds ago, I completed an unprecedented mech modification, and now I've unlocked an insanely powerful new form. Even better news is, Manager, you'll be the first to witness this new form. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna use this new form to help you get back that super important Wenjin. Huh. I kind of thought there would be, like, more to this thing for why Billy has a new form instead of just like, yo, I bought myself some new parts. Come check them out.
Billy said he'd wait for us near the metro station. Let's go.
For the first time in history since 1.0, the proxies are secretive about something and it isn't even their secret identity. I mean, the cops already know, so... Dang, I forgot how that Wenjin helped our eyes. Yeah, the way presented it was kind of ass. If they do reveal it, here it is. Explains it a bit more soon. Well, let's see. Let's see how that is. Bought myself some new parts. Go tell that to a random person. Got myself a new kidney the other day, just in case. Shu Yuan will not defend us if we do bad stuff, so it's not like the cops are on our side. I mean, technically we're already breaking the law, and she was fine with that, and still works with us, so... They're at least on our side for some things.
Hey, managers! You're here!
You look like you're in a good mood, Billy. What upgrades did you get?
Manager, notice anything different about me? Look,
Not at all. Your looks and attitude are pretty much unchanged.
The thing that ticks me all the way off about AI users, especially in music, is how they love to act like they paid their dues and put in their 10,000 hours. Like all the people I look up to didn't bust their tails and give up their peace of mind for this, just so some buck-toothed geek from Kentucky can LARP as part of their circle because their small-town life is boring. Yeah, that is the other thing, is like, if people were approaching it with like, yeah, I don't know, I mean, I'm doing this thing for fun, I'm doing it because I want to make money in an easy way, like, they were honest about it, there would be something at least. But when they're like, you know, I tried to reach out to Ed Sheeran and he blocked me, I don't understand, we're both artists, like, come on, man. Do you notice anything different? No, I don't.
you missed it because you weren't looking closely enough. Here, this module on my chest. Do you see it?
Oh, the yellow diamond thing? I thought that might be new, but I was like, I don't know. Did he always have that? Breakfast time for Vulcan. Alrighty, enjoy the breakfast.
It doesn't seem like it looks any different.
Signed onto a project and they're like, we got a song for the game, fully produced track in 12 hours. It was AI. God. Yeah, you gotta be careful about it today, or these days. I auditioned for something on Casting Call Club a while back, and then when I looked closer, I was like, character portraits are AI. Alright, deleting that audition, I guess. Gotta look at some art. Lunchtime for me, eating some yakisoba. Ooh, that sounds good.
It looks like it can be pressed now?
That's right! As expected of you, manager. You spotted it right away.
Okay, so the thing was always there, but now it's a button.
What happens if you press it?
Don't rush. You'll see when the time
Just
is
had
right.
some burgers.
I had to borrow half of your
Nice.
salary in advance from boss to get
Mac and cheese and some chicken nuggets.
any word to describe it other than
Very good.
invincible.
Dude, I had some bomb mac and cheese the last weekend because it was my friend's bachelor party, so we were in North Carolina because he wanted to be up in the mountains. And we went to this hot chicken place, and their mac and cheese was like a little bit spicy, and I was like, hell yeah, delicious. Had an asada wet burrito for lunch. 'Twas bomb. I had a tortellini and bruschetta for dinner. So,
Nicole, an advance on your salary? You just used those words together in a single sentence. And there's no catch?
I'm kind of surprised Billy gets a salary. I would think that in the Cunning Hares it would just be like, all right, you know, I need some money for something. And Nicole's like, all right, well, we have like $3 and a button, but you can have the button. Want to know how much that half-year salary actually is? I mean, considering they're always broke, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. My taste buds don't like spicy stuff, so keep that stuff away from me. It was only like a tiny bit spicy. You might be able to handle it. It certainly wasn't like the Thai food I had. That was a little bit spicier. That one was... I went through 2 or 3 Cokes just from the spice.
Right.
Billy gets paid in Starlight Night stuff.
Andy and Nakamata haven't been around lately. They said they went out of town to negotiate a big deal while we were in the middle of the competition.
They just left Billy behind.
When I called her, the signal on her end seemed pretty bad, and her voice kept cutting in and out. But I heard the words approved loud and clear. There's no mistaking it.
Even though Nicole's greedy, she isn't Mr. Krabs. She actually pays Anby, Billy, and Nakomata fairly. I mean, I guess, but how do you pay somebody if you can't? This Thai soup I had before was dangerous, real tasty, but the heat creeps on you. Thai 24-hour blinding soup. Yeah, that's how the spice was. I got drunken noodles at a level 3 out of 5 spicy, and it was the same way, like, it just builds over time. What's up, Wing? I don't think I ever called you that before. What's up, Bat? Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's weird I like spicy food on some stuff, but not on others. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes you want something... Like, I probably wouldn't eat like a spicy hot dog, but like spicy noodles I like. Stop, please. Winged was my father's name.
But isn't half a year's salary a bit much? Even if Nicole agreed, doesn't that mean you won't be able to buy any Starlight Night merch for a long time?
No, for me, I prefer stuff with no spice, so I would be crying tears. It really wasn't that spicy. Like, I almost didn't notice it until I'd eaten like half the mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's right. If I'd followed the standard process, it wouldn't have been this expensive. Most of the cost came from paying for overnight rush work.
It is wild, though, to be a robot and you're just like, yeah, I can just, like, buy myself some new shit to completely change my entire life and appearance. I think she said she didn't approve, but the phone call got cut up. That's also what I think. Say the line, Ben. What, time for some hard labor or one of the others? What's up, Valviant? Welcome in. Good to see you. Cunning Hares are only poor because Nicole pays the others fairly and donates their extra income to orphanages. She basically only saves extremely massive amounts of money, which is why she seems extremely greedy. Huh. That's cool.
But still, we're up against a pretty tough opponent this time. The better
I didn't know that.
prepared we are, the better the chance that we can help you recover the W engine, manager.
Say your iconic line. I mean, if it's not time for some hard labor, then I don't know what else it is. Doesn't she own Loan Shark's money? Doubt she paid it off. To be fair, though, loan sharks are bastards who don't deserve to be paid back, so in a way, she's kind of doing a good deed if she steals their money.
I said I'd get it for you no matter what. This is just a tiny part of what that means.
Thank you, Billy.
Anyway, I'll handle this. I got got careless before and didn't notice the W engine being stolen. But the Starlight Knights never fall for the same trick twice!
Say, oh, banana, classic. Yeah, that classic Ben line. Oh, banana. Gotta say, you're one of the most honest Hoyo VAs I know of. I appreciate that. I mean, I just try to give my real thoughts and opinions when I can, because I don't know, what's the point if you're gonna be lying to yourself or others all the time? Like, I could maybe get more popular and more followers and more whatever on social media if I were like, you know, talking stuff up all the time and being like, oh, the new patch is amazing, it's the best, but like, I don't want to stream a 7 or 8 hour story where the whole time I'm like, wow, I don't like this at all, but I'm sitting there going like, isn't this the best, guys? This is the best. You know, like, what's the point? You know? Same way that, like, when people are like, oh, you know, you've done some anime stuff, like, you're so, like, big and special and whatever. I'm like, I was like background characters in a handful of shows. Like, it's nothing, you know? Like, the kind of people who think that they're super cool and special as voice actors are almost all insufferable, you know? But, I don't know. I think I just don't have it in me to, you know, to run that sort of grift. Like, the way that people now are like, you know, oh, it's all about, like, protein and, like, you gotta always go to the gym and here's my supplements, you should buy them, and, like, just always trying to sell something. I'm like, nah, I hate those people and I don't want to be one. Can you try saying, oh, caviar? I can do it as Ben, I guess. Oh, caviar. Somehow, Sairi can stream like almost every day. You mean Sayu? You mean Alejandro, or is that somebody else? Can you say, I, Ben Bigger, love osmanthus cakes? Speaking of money, I wonder who will handle the proxy's electric bill next in 3.0. I mean, it's gonna really ramp up once they have that big-ass robot body they're using.
So, where do we go look for this Romuel?
Yep, him. I mean, it certainly helps when you make money from streaming, like, you know, I don't know what kind of numbers he does as far as subscriptions and stuff like that goes, but last I saw he had, you know, 300 people watching pretty regularly. Feel like he probably makes a decent amount of money from streaming, so if that were the case for me, I would probably stream more too, but it's just at this point, like, auditions are what are more likely to pay out for me, so I gotta focus more on that stuff. Do hope I see you at some point, but I wish lists of CVAs are Camden, Allegra, Ray Chase. I do hope to meet you at a con. Me too. I would love to see some of you guys at a con someday if I can. And remember, the best way to get that to happen is to email the cons and be like, I want Henry at this con, because that lets them know that there's value to bringing me there. But we'll see. Yeah, I can't pay the power bill for the store. Ignore the 3 million Denny's I have in the bank. For real.
Let's go to the T-Milk store. She recently stopped by there, so Coco might know where she
It's like
went next.
playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and they're like, we need more money. We gotta do the one big final job. And you're like, bro, I've got more money than the entire town we're living in. I see the
Hope
O
Coco is
Caviar
at the
dude. He
T-Milk
also
store right
plays as a
now.
bear sometimes. Yeah, I want to see that guy who was an NPC in Genshin. That's his big thing. That's his best role. Um. Oh, also, everybody who might want to play that new Star Fox game that's coming out. Well, remake Star Fox game. Um, you can get it on Amazon in America right now. If you pre-order it, it's $50 instead of $60. So if you were gonna buy it digital, you can get a physical copy for the same price currently. If you pre-order. Like the guy who was always pointed in Genshin.
Welcome to Richard T. World. What would you like to drink today?
Actually, we wanted to ask about someone who came to your shop recently.
Coco is kind of like if you mixed Corin with Piper.
Ask about someone? My memory is
But then gave her the voice of like
so many customers come here
Sokaku.
every day, I can't possibly remember them all. I'll do my best to help.
Never played a Star Fox game, but a good friend of mine grew up with it, so I'm willing to try. Well, if you have the version of the Nintendo Online where you get like the Nintendo 64 and GameCube stuff, you can try out the one that they're remaking, the Nintendo 64 one. It still holds up. It's fun to play. Obviously, the new one will probably have like a better frame rate and graphics and everything, but that would be a good way to try it out before you buy. The OG. Technically, it's like not even the OG, because the first one was on the SNES. And then I think Nintendo 64's version was like kind of a remake of that. And then now we've got the remake of the remake.
Her. I remember her.
I'm excited for it though. I'm I enjoy Star Fox a lot. I would like an Assault remake if they're gonna do them, but Star Fox is cool. I like them.
You recognized her immediately. She must have made quite an impression.
There were 4 games, and that was the one that really took off. Yeah, that was the funny thing I saw. Somebody was like, with this remake, 50% of the entire franchise is just the same game. Because they made like Star Fox Zero was a remake, then they made like a Star Fox DS game that was also a remake, and yeah. Play Star Fox Adventure, the best Star Fox game. You know, I actually played that when I was a kid when it came out, and I don't think I ever beat it because I couldn't figure out what the fuck I was supposed to do.
Yeah, she was a very special customer. I remember. Welcome to Richard T. Mouth. What can I get for you today?
Let me see. What's this, Richard's hot list?
These are the best-selling tea milks in the shop over the past month or so.
What can I get you? Maybe something from Richard's Hot Milk?
The number one item on the list is our most popular new drink, a limited-time offering. The Triple Caramel Jumbo Boba Pearl Oolong Tea Milk. It's super delicious.
She looks ridiculous. I gotta admit, she gotta be uncomfortable with that belt on her chest like that. She is essentially just a like a Final Fantasy character. You know, this is only for the gaze sales for the design compared to Miyabi. Oh yeah, I mean, let's not pretend that Promea also isn't for that. Her attack is literally, I'll strip off my clothes, and whenever she runs, she literally, like, the camera points so you can see her ass under her cape. I'm like, alright, so you guys just decided, like, alright, fuck this. We're just going We're going for the fan service.
Pearl? Why would you put pearls in tea milk? Wouldn't that taste fishy and be too hard to
Naruto
chew?
run. She does.
Oh, no,
She
they
does
are
do the
these
Naruto
pearls.
run.
They're freshly made toppings for the tea milk. Soft and chewy with a rich caramel flavor. Or you could try
Well, this
our
dumbass has never heard of boba.
the Nitro Fuel Lemon Tea. It's delicious too.
Her hands look comically small because her thighs are the same thickness as a rib cage. Her intro animation was worse in beta, but they somewhat made it more mellow. Yeah, I mean, it's like One Piece characters, you know? One of Nami's tits is bigger than her entire head, but her waist, or her midsection, you could literally grab just like, you know, a pencil. Are we talking about Valina? No, as far as the Naruto run thighs person, we were talking about Promea. Couldn't remember her name for a minute. Pearls and tea milk. I'm reminded of Amelie's song Bracken Lover, Song of a Pearl Necklace. Well, that's a different thing. I mean, I'm not going to say that there's no connection to a pearl necklace for any of these characters, but I think that's something else. Nami's tits truly are the One Piece.
Nitro fuel?
She'd probably have a better time if she wore a one piece.
To handle fuel now? This isn't meant for intelligent constructs, is it?
No, no. It's not real fuel. It's a nitro fuel. Anyway, it's a very refreshing and healthy beverage that everyone loves, especially people who work in office buildings.
That's true. Promea character is just a waifu pull like Hidari the Octa Lady. Yeah, I was disappointed by Hidari. I liked her gameplay, but she's also just like not very strong to me.
Weird. Miss Customer keeps asking questions about totally normal things. Is she just trying to make my job more difficult?
This is some of the most accurate writing in the game. Somebody in customer service being like, God, this fucking idiot keeps asking me questions. Leave me alone.
If none of these are to your liking, we also have the third most popular drink.
Okay, I've decided. I'll take the first, second, and third. One of each, please.
Okay, no problem.
Customer service
Which
sucks.
one would you like
Base
to
boba
open
tea
for?
lady.
I can pack the others to go.
It really does. It's the
the
worst. Just give me the Panyin Who rerun. I just want my Panda Man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. He's not amazing. If you have Yi Xuan, he's fine, I guess. But Yi Xuan is pretty much the only part of that team that matters. This is me when I first went into a Starbucks and got confused by all the stuff. Yeah, I mean, I do get that. 3 drinks for one person. I doubt I can handle 1 drink. That is a lot. It's a lot of liquid. Although at the bachelor party this last weekend, we played Edward 40 Hands, which if you're unfamiliar, that's a game where you tape 40s of beer into your hand, and you can't take it off until you've drank all of it. So we didn't have enough 40s for all of us to do it. So I used wine. So yeah, I drank something like 50 ounces of wine because mine was a little bit bigger, but it was good. You know, I got a nice sweet Moscato pretty good. Same with Ben. Sadly, I want an S rank bear. That's actually good. I want them to just go nuts with it, where they're like, all right, so one more bear to add to the game. S rank bear. And then if you use the other two bears in that team, it just changes like everything about them, and they all become super strong. Train to size of straight espresso. That would be crazy. Dude, that shit. I had enough points with Starbucks where they were like, oh, you can get a free drink. And I was like, all right, I'll do like a grande vanilla cream cold brew thing. And they were like, yeah, but just to let you know, with the free drink, you can go up to a Trenta with any of your drinks and still get it for free. And I was like, isn't that like 30 ounces of coffee? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, it's kind of a lot. I mean, even if it's free, I don't think I need that much. She's like, okay, that's fair. What does wine taste like? Depends on the wine. I like Moscato because it's really sweet. Usually it's made with white grapes. If you've ever had like white grape juice or like the sparkling grape juice stuff, it tastes more like that than like other wine. My favorite wine is a pineapple Moscato made by Barefoot, though. Super good. Good thing I'm into non-alcoholic drinks. Well, you know, it's a bachelor party. You gotta get drunk. No, we had a friend there who didn't really drink, but the rest of us picked up the slack. Pan, Benry, and one polar bear for the We Bear Bears squad. Exactly. Additional ability with Ben and Pan. Activate their additionals and 40% party damage bonus. I want it to be, they are the best team for every single situation. It's like with Ben and Pan, activate their additionals and 400% party damage bonus. Alrighty, gotta go. Have a good goon stream. Will do. Good luck with work or wherever you're going. Imagine if Vike is actually a polar bear Thyron underneath all that armor. Hell yeah. If I'm drinking alcohol, it better be fruity. Yeah. Yeah, I only drink alcohol that's like sweet and delicious and more like juice. I hate whiskey, I hate beer, I hate anything that doesn't taste like something better. I'm going back to sleep. I was up till 4 a.m. Fair enough. Enjoy the sleep. I'll be honest, my personal stance on fan service in the game is neutral. As far as I'm aware, fan service has always been in the game, so it's like it is what it is. On my own, I let it slide. The main thing that draws my annoyance is that one subset of players lead with their, well, you know. Yeah, no, it's I don't know. I don't mind a like fan service in general. I understand why, creators do it and why video games and anime do it, but it would be nice if it was like, let's get more than one male character a year for this game. The only thing I had is mainly a Shirley Temple drink, and that's about it. Well, that's just Sprite and grenadine, right? Vike is actually the polar bear in the Nitro Fuel commercial. They're all more or less really shallow in the way they interpret the game's text, and writing just flattens the narrative and actively takes away a character's charm. Yeah, well, because they're not playing it because they want to see the story and they want to read and, understand things. They're playing it because they want to see titties. And they could do that a lot easier by going to a different website.
Open them all.
I pulled for Banyue. I didn't care if he's not meta. He's too cool. He was cool, but I also was like, I've got so many fucking fire characters that I felt like I needed to save up for somebody who fits a better niche for my teams.
Alright, I'll open them all for you.
whether this list is accurate, and I have to try every drink to know for sure. Once I get an idea like that, I have to act on it. Who knows if I'll ever be back here again? If I pass it up, the question will sit in the back of my mind for a long, long time. And I can't have that.
That's it. Then she held the 3 tea milks in her hands, taking turns sipping each
Looking
one as
right
she
at you,
walked away.
Jimmy.
お前に星をいつも
Yo,
天気
Raid.
テディベアちゃん
What's up, Hatter?
かわいいベアちゃん
Welcome in.
テディベアちゃん
Hope you're doing good. Hope you all had a fun stream.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you for the tier 1 sub. 17 months.
Spending money
That's,
always feels so good.
That's 1 month away from your second stream, baby. Get ready, because once you have 2, I hear it gets a lot harder. And Kite, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Good stream and playing some Persona 5 Royal. Nice. Where are you at in the game? I didn't play Royal, I just played the like original version. But I also didn't end up beating it because it was so goddamn long. Just about to go into Futaba's palace. Nice. That has my favorite song in the whole game in it. That one's great. Yeah, I think I played the palace after that. Maybe 2 of them. I don't remember the order of them, but I think when I got to the palace where you would get Haru, or no, did I have her as part of my team? I can't remember anymore, honestly. I think I had like 2 dungeons left when I stopped playing, though. When Mother Was Here slaps, it does. It's so tedious getting those trophies. Yeah, for real. I mean, if you really want to play that game to try and get everything that it has to offer, it's hundreds of hours of your life. And I just don't have that patience when I've got so many other things that I could play and watch. That is after Futaba's palace. Okay. Yeah. I still want to get the Alice persona. The Alice persona. I don't think I ever got that one. That was the other thing. I did not understand the persona system of like how you create new ones or like why you would want to create new ones. I was like, I guess, I don't know. I interacted with it and I somehow did okay, but I was like, I don't know why I'm even bothering to make new ones. The ones I have now are fine, you know. It's a good game, but to complete it, I would rather just do achievements and not experience everything since this would be murderous. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even trying to get, like, all the achievements. I was just playing it like normal, but trying to do, you know, my max amount of actions a day and do all the, you know, all the S-links that I could and everything. But at a certain point, it's just like, God, I'm so tired of this game. And it was weird, like, I wasn't having a bad time or anything. I was enjoying it while I was playing it, but then once I was done playing for the night, I would be like, I've been playing this game for so fucking long, I want to play something else. Actually found a website that gives you all the fusion formulas for each persona. Okay.
So, the new lead is... Ramiel really likes tea milk?
Oh, right. She also asked me where she could find a store selling trendy toys and gadgets nearby. I pointed her towards Sanzi's studio, so she probably went that way.
This clue is gold. Let's head to Sanzi's studio right away.
That's gold, Jerry.
Did you know? The new stuff at San Z Studio is pretty good.
I also like that Cecilia is
Rumors
like
they're doing a Starlight
with
Knight
us
collab
in the
next.
story, but then
Not sure
also
if that's
she's
true,
just
though.
right there. Follow the Blues Clues. Absolutely incredible show. Back in the day.
A girl with pink hair. I think I know who you're talking about.
Is this the first time we've heard this guy talk?
She did come by. Said some strange things and did some strange things. I remember her.
I loved Stephen Burns. Really fucking dated. Well, I mean, yeah, it is, what, like a 25-year-old show or something. I'm actually going to get back into this game once I'm caught up with other gacha games I play. Well, I'm enjoying it so far, this new patch. I'm not very far into it, but it's pretty good. Daft Punk guy, ain't this dude a famous musician? Yeah, he's like, here, check it out, it's me, Daft Punk. Around the world. Can you give me $200 in iTunes gift cards?
Strange things?
I've heard Yi talk during the store's introduction and whenever you enter it. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a busy day. I remember.
I'm always a sucker for, like, a monitor for a head. It's always such a cool look.
Welcome. If anything catches your eye, feel free to take a look. Let me know if you have any questions.
I'm so behind. I'm still at where Hugo helps us out with tops. Yeah, that's gonna take some catching up.
They all look pretty interesting. I've never seen any of these toys before.
Of course. That's exactly what my studio is all about. Things you've never seen before. Whether it's 100 years in the past.
I'm still in
or 100 years in the
2.6.
future, my creations are truly one
It's
of
gonna
a
take a little catching up as well. But, you know, at least 2.6 is pretty close to the good parts of this season. You had to undownload this one and Honkai because of memory. Yeah. I had to delete it from my phone because my phone just couldn't handle it anymore. Every time I would turn the game on to do my dailies, it would get super fucking hot and go at like 5 frames a second and then eventually just freeze. So, computer only for me now. My advice is to skip all the Ye Guang stuff. Yes, I agree. Just skip.
100 years in
Just skip all of that. It's garbage.
that confident? A lot can change over that kind of time, you know.
I'm sure that even by then, people won't see my work as outdated. I might even think it's the next big trend. I'm that
This dude's
confident.
pretty cocky.
If you put it that way, I kind of want to buy one now. Let me see.
Ye Guang's not cool.
This thing,
Even
boo.
her gameplay is boring. Yeah, I mean, she could have been cool. They just wrote her with like the longest, slowest patch where nothing happened the entire damn time. And then they just had her just like constantly repeating it. You know, the worst part is they kill off the cooler personality, the white form. If I had a nickel for every time a piece of Eastern media killed off the cool white form, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's a shame that's happened twice. It's this and Bleach. You know, Ichigo fights that version of him in his own soul who's white. And then he just disappears. I'm going to skip a good amount in Honkai, especially the tedious non-stop conversation that has no impact on the story, if that makes sense. Wait, what did I do? You didn't do anything.
This one's pretty popular.
Ye Guang did this.
Waiting for meltdown. Most of its buyers are young, just starting out in
heard my name.
Reminds me of myself.
It's like, did I do something wrong? I didn't. I don't think I said your name. What did I say that might have sounded like that? Oh, I think I said it didn't matter, which maybe sounded like Hatter.
I'll take it. How much?
Sorry, but we don't take pennies. Inspiration is the only currency here.
Inspiration.
God, this sounds like such an annoying store to visit.
Yes. Whether it's stories or ideas, customers offer their thoughts, which I turn into inspiration for my next piece.
Like, you go to a place and you're like, oh, cool art. How much is it? And instead of being like, oh, thank you, that's $70, he's like, inspire me, bro. Give me a story. And you're like, okay. One time when I was a kid, I climbed a tree and I fell out and I broke my arm, and that sucked. And he's like, yeah, that doesn't inspire me. Tell me something else. You're just like, can I just inspire you by giving you some money? Doesn't that inspire you to continue to make shit? Because you need money?
So, if you want waiting for meltdown, you need to pay with inspiration. For example, tell me why it reminds you of yourself.
Alright. Then I'll tell you a story. One forsaken by time.
And just like
Hot
that,
take, if I could, I would have skipped 2.2. Why those weird not all men diatribes? What was 2.2? What was the story of that patch? I don't remember. Imagine payment with good storytelling. It's such a weird, stupid way to... Like, how does he actually make money? We only accept whimsy as legal tender. Forget all of 2.x because it wasn't good. Yeah, really it was just the last few patches that I've enjoyed. Almost everything else I was like, ah. Pretty sure Yi makes plenty from the Game Zone soundtrack. Sure, but that's assuming that this guy is in-game some kind of godlike figure who makes all the music that we hear in the life of the game. Orphe and Isolde. Okay. I don't remember any not all men vibes, but I also don't really remember much of that patch other than just, them being like, Isolde used to be a great soldier. Yeah, I want to skip the Defense Force patch. Honestly, once you hit 2.0, you can probably skip up to like 2.6 or so.
So, what was the story about?
Why not? Music is magic in this world. It's fair.
I'm afraid that's a trade secret. May become my next creation, so I can't share it just yet. Not until it's been shaped into something like a thought you can touch. Please understand.
What if the lead were
That's a
looking for us
very
in that
very
story?
Asian phrase. Please understand. I feel like I've heard that in like every Nintendo Direct ever.
Hold on, Yi. You mentioned that she said some strange things and did some strange things. So, what did she do? That could also be an important lead.
Yes. Before we even spoke, she lingered outside the studio for a while, drinking 3 cups of tea milk at the same time with intense focus.
Remember how the MC was always like, not all Exaltus are bad, not all Tops people are bad, not all Defense Force people are good. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Though, to be fair, some of those things are very different than the others. Like, being like, not all Exaltus are bad is like, they're all in a cult that's trying to destroy the world, so it's kind of bad. Pretty sure Sanzi Studio is the top music producer in New Eridu. Only Astra really comes close.
It was really strange.
Perhaps.
Who drinks 3 cups of tea milk at once? But I didn't ask. I thought maybe it was some new trend or some kind of weird ritual.
Well, there goes our key lead.
I like that he's got the same, like, finger joints as Billy.
Oh, right. There's something else. Before she left, she asked where she could find scenery of old Eridu. Or where she could see what the world was like 100 years ago.
Please be excited for is a phrase game companies love too. Yeah. Please look forward to our next Super Smash Bros.
I joked that she could check out the cinema across the street. And to my surprise, she actually went.
She went to the cinema to see old Eridu? Guess she took your joke seriously. Anyway, let's go check it out.
I don't understand Ramiel's game.
Let's go ask Haley.
Because based on the last patch, she seemed very, like, competent and like, I'm stealing this thing because I need this. But now she's like, what is a tea milk? It's like,
Hello, are you all together? What movie are you looking to see?
So odd hearing the VA who voices the knave in Genshin voicing the snake girl. She's doing a good job. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way.
It's you. 1, 2, 3. Have you gotten tired of bringing just one person at a time?
That's wild to essentially be like, oh, so you're in a poly relationship now.
We're not here for movies today. We're here to ask about this person.
But then also Wise is like, yeah. Like, no dip, Sherlock, we know that already. It's just that there are enough bad actors in those camps that we don't really have the luxury of playing guessing games with them. Yeah. No, I mean, that's certainly applicable to some real life stuff that's happening now. With our own sister. I mean, hey, you look online, you know, that's not an unpopular position people take with them. This New Eridu, Alabama, pretty much.
Oh, I remember this customer. I still feel a bit sorry for not being able to help her.
I think it's pretty funny how a group of soldiers and the proxy was able to destroy the Exaltus, yet the original 7 Void Hunters failed to do it during their entire rule. Well, you know, maybe it's like the KKK. Back in the day, they were unstoppable. They were a giant group. A lot of cops were part of it. So, like, the cops weren't going to stop it. But, you know, over time, they just kind of started to dissolve on their own, so now if anyone wants to take them down, it'd be real easy.
What do you mean you weren't able to help her?
The other day, she came up to me and asked, "Hello, what movie would you like to see today?"
Probably an older movie. One where you can see the old city. Or even further back in time. Something more, retro, I guess.
Maybe you should just watch, like, a documentary about dinosaurs.
Got it. I think This Is How I Am might be the movie you're looking for. It's a retro-style documentary capturing scenes of everyday life before the old capital fell. Basically, it's what our parents grew up with.
Man, Ramiel's so weird.
So,
She
like
very
this movie?
is. She very much is. She's...
Huh? Me? I do.
I don't know.
Honestly, I like pretty much every movie we show here.
That's wild that Automod held your comment. Why is she acting like an old lady? It's like, somebody might be being mean. It's like, I don't know. Retro, how about a movie called Casablanca? Or Gone with the Wind? Nah, fuck that. I will stand on business every time and say that Gone with the Wind sucks fucking ass terrible movie, garbage message, fuck that. Gone with the Wind doesn't even deserve to be thought of as a classic.
I'm not talking about the movie itself, but the kind of life it shows. I'm curious how
It's
people
like
today
if
think about
there was
it.
a movie showing the point of view of the Nazis and having it be like, oh, you know, it made them really sad when America started invading and shutting down all their camps. Like, I don't give a shit that a bunch of rich slave owners are sad. Or My Fair Lady, that's Hatter's favorite. I mean, it would be funny if in this game she's like, well, we do have one copy of the oldest movie that was saved from before the destruction. It's called Shrek. You're gonna love it.
All right. I'll take a ticket for This Is How I Am, preferably for the soonest available screening.
Sure thing. Just a moment, please.
The fuck was old Eridu like? Tell me you had super
I'm
advanced
so
constructs
sorry.
and technology,
We
but
don't have
not
any screens
movies
at
and
that
tea
movie
milk.
today.
Just speaking process of elimination guesswork. Still wouldn't be too celebratory about those folks dwindling in numbers if I were in your position. Lynchings still happen. After all, they just don't really make the news like that anymore. Yeah, well, the official organization known as the Klan doesn't really exist anymore in any capacity that matters. But, you know, they are just running the government instead. I think maybe somebody should do something about that. Something that's probably illegal and I can't really talk about on stream. Yeah, whenever I see movies about America history making the KKK or the bad people sympathize, I don't care. I'd love a Shrek collab with this game. Need to hear the proxy say, "What are you doing in my video store?" What's up, Ober Gaming? Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What was that Spike Lee movie? Black Klansman. That was a really good movie.
There have been a lot of new movies lately, and they're all pretty popular, so older movies like this are... the next showing should be around 10 p.m. the day after tomorrow, if that works for you.
Oh, I see. That's a shame. I probably won't be here by then. But every now and then, a little regret like this isn't so bad, don't you think?
I'm really sorry I couldn't help.
It's okay. Oh, by the way, is there a place nearby that sells flowers?
As long as they still threaten lives, in my opinion, they're still a threat. I don't care how small their numbers are. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, it would be better for them not to exist at all. And, you know, maybe someone out there should get on that. But, at least it's more of an individual thing compared to when they were just like the size of a whole town, so people couldn't really do anything about it. Over 90% of horrible acts we used to do hundreds of years ago are still done somewhere else. Sadly, not everyone's willing to stop doing horrible things. Yeah, I mean, it takes someone making them stop to actually make it stop. But, you know. Have you ever seen an old film called Roman Holiday? Highly recommend. I have not. What's that about?
There's a flower shop just outside.
Also, how old are we talking? Like 80s or like 20s? Throw them all into an ether zone and get eaten by ethereals. Boy, if only we could do that to some of the people currently running the government.
A new clue. Romuald wanted to watch an old movie, and after leaving the cinema, she went to Orchidea's flower shop.
All them lawbreakers. Yeah, gotta round up them lawbreakers and take 'em down. What's up, Rage Sage? Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. No reason whatsoever, I swear, Big Teddy Twitch, but shout out to the Black Panthers. Again, no reason. Yeah, I mean, T'Challa's super cool. I totally agree with you. The Black Panthers are awesome. You know, him, Shuri, well, the whole nation of Wakanda. It's pretty amazing. The Black Panthers are really important, and it's really good that they're coming back. You know, can't wait for Black Panther 3. Or, you know, I'm sure someone will show up in Avengers Doomsday. Speaking of history, the treadmill was invented in 1818. I bet old treadmills like that probably sucked ass. Like, you probably just had to generate all of the power yourself. And it was just, like, exhausting. The proxy's dilemma in relationships. Okay. The proxy's dilemma in relationships. I'm keeping the first part of the title, but I'll change the rest of it to that. I never understood the buy market for that. Didn't you have to use animals too? I guess that would make sense. Get like an ox to like pull the actual tread further or something.
Hey, Wise. I think I just found something suspicious.
I mean, I still don't understand when people buy a treadmill. I'm like, just go walk outside. The only time it doesn't work is if it's like raining or if you don't want to be cold, I guess. But
What have you found?
What Haley said earlier about bringing just one person at a time to the cinema.
'tis a black and
What
white
did she
film
mean
with
by
Audrey
that?
Hepburn and Gregory
Wise?
Peck from
Can you
1953. A princess and a reporter spend a day in Rome. I think I actually have seen part of that, because I think my mom was watching it at one point. I didn't watch all of it, but it seemed interesting. What do you think about Fiddler on the Roof? I haven't seen it. That's a musical, right?
Oh, yes, I noticed that as well. It's a new clue about Wise.
Feels like a clue that wasn't meant to be found.
I mean, I don't know why Belle would be. Again, unless it's that Alabama thing, I don't know why Belle would care that I'm going on dates.
Well, let's forget about the movies right now. We should head to the flower shop. What if Orchidea gets off work before we get there?
Also, like, we just met Cecilia, so when she's like, interesting, it's like, I haven't even been around you long enough to ask you on a date. You chill out.
It's kind of hard to just forget that whole bringing people to the cinema thing.
Yeah, man, the devs are leaning into this.
Every corner of Lumina Square, or what?
Like, that is a super weird thing for your sister to be acting like she's jealous that you're going on dates with women who aren't her.
The woman in the photo did come by my shop, but there was nothing particularly unusual about her. She
Belle's
just bought a
your MC
bouquet
Wise
of
acts the same way, so they're
witherblows.
swinging both ways here. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to make it like a teasing thing, like, ooh, somebody's got a girlfriend, but like, it didn't sound like that. It sounded more like, you've been seeing other girls behind my back? Like, morbid idea just popped in my head. There's gotta be a chicken and or a turkey thyron out there in ZZZ's world, right? So like, what's it like going to the grocery store? Yeah, I've thought about that myself. Any media like this where they're like, you know, here's an animal that we eat, but as a person, you're like, so did they just kill regular cows, or like is there some kind of underground Thyran meat market? One of Ellen's friends is a cow Thyran. Yeah, like I don't know. There's some weird implications there.
I see. You want to buy flowers to honor the departed. In that case, I would recommend white chrysanthemums or lilies, as they symbolize pure love and remembrance.
Do you have any white wither blooms?
We do have them, but
Witherbloom sounds like a cool-ass flower.
Similar occasions.
That's fine. I'll take a bouquet of wither blooms. Oh, by the way, how would I get to Route 6 in Minerva Quarter?
Route 6 in Minerva Quarter? That place was sealed off as a restricted area when the old city fell. These days, there's probably no conventional way to get there. However, if you don't mind taking a bit of a detour, you could try heading to Blazewood in the Outer Ring first. There are rumors that one of the hollows near there connects to Minerva Quarter. But they're only rumors. And the hollow's really dangerous. Please, just forget what I said.
She's like, oh, the hollow's really dangerous. Like she's not talking to the most obvious main character you've ever seen.
A detour, huh? That sounds like a hassle. It'd probably take a lot of time.
What's being implied is some straight up Get Out type shit. Yeah, for real.
Blazewood. Another name I've never heard of. I'll just go straight through the restricted area.
Huh? You've never been to Blazewood? It's quite a fun place.
You've never been to the outskirts of the city where there's nothing and no one except a bunch of bikers?
There's a cheese restaurant that runs on passion. Legends that carry the taste of wind and sand and more nitro fuel than you could ever finish. I don't go there often, but it's definitely worth a visit.
Nitro fuel. Well, I guess I don't have a choice. All right, it's decided. I'll take a slight detour and check out Blazewood.
Is this whole patch just going to be
And
us
she
following
left
her
after buying
around?
the flowers. It
to try
sounded
and
like
find
she was
her?
heading to Blazewood. I hope that helps with your search.
Thanks, Orchidea. That's really helpful. By the way, when did this happen?
It was yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning?
Let's say what it really makes me
Knowing what
think
she's
of, but
like,
I'm pretty
she's
sure even
probably already
mentioning
left
that movie would
Blazewood
get
by
my
now.
account flagged. What movie could possibly get your account flagged just by saying the name? Ow.
That's fine. As long as the trail hasn't gone cold, we keep moving. Let's head to Blazewood and ask around.
Thank you, Yendru. That one hurt a lot. If I had to guess, Triple X the movie with either Vin Diesel or Ice Cube. I mean, there is reason to be wary of mentioning that movie, mostly just because it's pretty bad. I actually just recently watched the third one, because, you know, it was like $4 for the 4K. And I was like, fuck it. Its initials are CH and its first name rhymes with cannibal. Or Hannibal. I mean, I know the first word's gotta be cannibal, but... Oh, okay. I know now. For some reason, when you said CH, I was like, Cannibal Horse Rider?
I can't stop thinking about the wither blooms. AI assistant, can you look up any information on them and see if anything stands out?
Understood, Master. I will gather information on Witherblooms while you travel to Blazewood.
So everyone heads to the parking lot and gets into the car, driving to Blazewood amidst discussions of Ramiel and Witherblooms. We're here, let's ask around. I haven't been back to Blazewood in forever, but it still smells familiar. Look at that garbage roll. Yeah, that signature outer ring combo, grilled meat, dust, and fuel all mixed together. I know Blazewood like the back of my hand, so leave the info gathering to me. Look, the Sons of Caledon are up ahead. Oh, Big Daddy's here, too. I mean, like, that movie. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it, honestly. Searches carefully for Cannibal Homecoming. Yeah, they took Spider-Man in a wild new direction. You know, to see it from the hood. I'll be honest, I only liked the XXX Vin Diesel movie for the hot accent female lead character in it, and the booty was poppin'. It's like, I mean, it's a fun movie to watch. I'm not gonna say that I'm like, I would never watch it, because I have already watched it. But it's a fun movie to watch because it's like, if a 12-year-old got to make a movie, and like, they just put everything in it that they thought was cool. Which is why it opens with Vin Diesel being like, I'm a gamer, and gamers are persecuted. And then drives off a fucking cliff in his car, and then goes back to his secret hideout where Tony Hawk is skateboarding. It's like, dog, it's ridiculous. Fun movie to watch, terrible movie.
Oh, Proxy! It's been a while. You guys here to hang out in Blazewood?
Must be nice. Traveling around, making new friends everywhere.
Caesar can get it.
That's what it means to be young. Unlike little old me, already too worn out to even think about traveling.
How are her horns attached to her head?
Leiter and Lucy already filled us in on what happened at the competition. Nice work out there, Proxies. Billy, you did great too.
Why does it sound like you're only complimenting me as an afterthought? I'll take it.
But the papers say some of the prizes went missing, and the whole thing got shut down because of some chaos. Is that actually what happened?
She secretly loves romance books, right? Yeah, I think there was something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, basically, this is what happened.
You give Caesar and Piper a quick rundown of what happened during the competition.
I see. But I haven't run into any pink-haired strangers lately. You might want to ask someone else.
It'd be funny if while she's talking like this, she's just like... I'll be honest, I think they treated Billy like an afterthought in the game in general. I don't think the devs realized how popular he is. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a common thing with any kind of creative endeavor. People are, they can never predict, like, who's going to be the cool breakout character of a thing. Which is like why in Boongo Stray Dogs, like, eventually it just becomes the Dazai show, because everybody's just like, oh, you know, everybody just loves Dazai, so let's just focus everything on him. Some hot jackass stole my meds.
Normally, the Sons of Caledon would be all over this, but things have been kinda complicated lately. We'll give it our best shot, though.
Bernice won't stop drinking. It's gotten really bad. You know, I didn't think about it until now. I'm friends with, like, half of the Sons of Caledon.
What's been going on? Has something happened?
It's Tops. I have no idea what's up with them, but they suddenly flooded the outer ring.
Their target audience is waifus, meanwhile my target is husbando or hot guys in games. Well, what needs to happen is someone needs to make a gacha game that's just all hot guys, but not like Love in Deep Space, because that's still like just women going for that. They need to make a cool gacha game with, like, you know, good combat and all of that stuff, but all the characters are dudes. You get one girl a year, the way that they do in Zenless for men. I'm back, just finished making dinner. What's on the menu tonight, Hatter?
I mean, it's a hollow, so we can't exactly tell them to stay out, but trust me, when those guys start swarming like that, it's never good news. Especially since this isn't even their turf.
They didn't need to call me out like that. Call it as I see it. Turkey and cheese pesto sandwich. Ooh. I don't like turkey, but I do enjoy a good pesto. It always hits me out of nowhere that we be low-key rolling deep story-wise. I just liked how much they changed Dazai in the anime adaptation from the manga for the sake of making him seem more masculine. More masculine? Brother, I didn't think he was very masculine in the anime at all.
So I've called everyone back to Blazewood for the time being. Lighter and Loose are on patrol, and the rest of us are on high alert for whatever Tops is planning.
Granted, I don't know what he's like in the manga, I haven't read it, but it did really annoy me that by the end, they were like, you know, oh, Ronpo's whole thing is he's like an amazing detective. He's literally Sherlock Holmes. He's great, but he doesn't have any other power, and he's not a fighter. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's balanced. But then by the end, they're just like, actually, Dazai's even smarter than him in addition to having his power, which is why Ronpo gets fooled, but Dazai doesn't. And everything's according to his 4D chess game. I'm like, okay, that's fucking lame, because now Ronpo's useless. Jennifer. Yes, Jennifer indeed.
I see. But for
Can you use
Tops
any
to be
meat you
making
like?
moves now, could it
I
be
make
related to Romeo? Or maybe
Make a pesto grilled cheese every once in a while. It's really good usually.
Could it be Rusty Cliff Corp? If they followed the trail from the competition
It's
to
a
Romeo,
terrible name
that
for a
tracks.
corporation.
But would they really go this far? We'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens.
Huh. We got caught up in conversation. Where'd Cecilia go?
Her? As soon as we hit Blazewood, she took off to catch up with some friends. Look, she's over there with Big Daddy.
There
At
she
least
is.
she's friends with
Let's
him.
go say hello to Big Daddy as well.
I was debating on adding fire roasted diced tomatoes to the sandwich. That would be good. I had tortellini and bruschetta for dinner, so I had a lot of tomatoes for mine.
Mm-hmm. You go ahead. Caesar and I will keep an eye out for any clues on this Romeo girl.
Thank you so much. Be careful, and keep an eye on Tops too.
Relax. The Outer Ring is Sons of Caledon territory. Anywhere our bikes can reach, there's nothing we can't handle.
Oh, I highly recommend Marry Me Tortellini. What is that?
Cecilia and Big Daddy seem to be having a great time chatting.
Looks like she's pretty close with Big Daddy.
So, you guys finished asking around? Got any intel?
Caesar and Piper both said they haven't seen Romeo.
Big Daddy doesn't have anything on Romeo either.
We all came back to Blazewood together. If any of us had seen a stranger, somebody would have remembered.
Have we heard him talk before? I don't remember it, but if we have, I didn't remember him sounding like that. He's like, hey, now, my name is Sam Elliott. Sun-dried tomatoes with a cream sauce and tortellini. That sounds pretty good. I do love a good cream sauce, especially with some tomato mixed in. Very good.
You two know each
I
other?
believe we did in a comic. Okay. I'll send you the recipe. Nice. I will gladly accept that. When we first meet the Sons of Cali. Yeah, I think you're right. Big Daddy could be a porn name. Honestly, it's almost like too on the nose to be a porn name.
Yeah, I've known the Sons of Caledon for ages.
Like, if his name was like Big Braddy, then sure, but Big Daddy is just like, that's too on the nose.
If I remember right, back then you were going around saying you were looking for the champion.
The champion.
We all thought you meant lighter. Turned out you were after the first champion.
Sent? Yes, I just got that. Thank you, Hatter. When I first met the Sons of Caledon, I thought he was the hero of King and all these were his girls. It's a bit weird, but it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I mean, that's the classic bait and switch sort of thing, right? And that was literally Ben's introduction, where he's like, oh, the president of Bellabog? He's a real monster. And he's like, hey, there's our president. Yeah, the recipe's really good with pasta and if you like salmon.
Oh, speaking of lighter, there he is.
All right.
I've got stuff to take care of. Why don't you guys ask some of the others? Oh, and maybe check with Bernice. She was gone for a while last night.
Yep, small girl, though Ben would make a great president. He knows how to take care of the financial stuff. Well, that's what makes him a good accountant, right? He knows the financials, but I feel like he would be a bad president because I think he would have a hard time, like, making tough decisions to fire people or, stuff like that. Where now he can just be like, president, based on these numbers, we gotta fire, these people. And Kaleda's like, all right, I'll do it. Ben, I think if he had to actually be the one to fire them, he would be like, no, I'll just take no salary this year, and then we can keep everybody. Like, stuff like that. Kind of feel like Kendrick, how I have whole factions that beef with each other uniting to dance on an op's grave on my behalf. I mean, the crazy thing is that Drake is trying to, like, come back to make his, I don't know. He's like, it's my time again. I feel like as soon as he does anything, Kendrick's just gonna be like, nope, fuck you. Here comes the next song. What's up, Tiago? Welcome in. Good to see you. Is Kaleda still the size of a child? I would assume so. Are you enjoying the patch so far? I am. Not super far into it, but it's pretty good so far.
Champion, huh?
So apparently there's a Snoop Dogg Yakuza game. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if he's actually, like, gonna be in it. I know he's doing the theme song for it.
Want to hear the story? It's the Outer Rings' famous legend, the Reaper and the Champion! Not just Big Daddy, even old Demir talks about it all the time.
Old Demir?
I still gotta get caught up with the other Yakuza games.
I wonder Big Daddy said it's not entirely true.
What's the legend? Don't leave us hanging now. Go on.
You're that interested, huh? Well, I just so happen to know the full version already. Listen up. The legend of the first champion, famed throughout the Outer Ring. Long, long ago, the terrifying Caledon Reaper roamed the Outer Ring.
What is this? Is it holding like a half of a scissors?
It had a body made of steel, frightening claws, and breathed flames hotter than 10,000 degrees, threatening to burn Blazewood down.
Caledon Reaper? Do you know about it, Billy?
I like that all the people in the background are just like stick figures.
No.
Don't cut in! This is the important part! Until one day,
the champion arrived and challenged the Caledon Reaper. He struck first, firing golden lasers from his eyes that pierced straight through the Reaper's steel body.
Yo, this comic is sick, though. The art style's awesome.
He used his indestructible Wanderer's cape to seal the Reaper's mouth just as it was about to spit fire. And finally, with a rocket punch, he blasted the Reaper clean out of the outer ring with a single blow.
Shoryuken.
And just like that, the people of Blazewood could live peacefully and freely once again.
Really got that Deadpool Dante vibe. And that cape is, more like Strider, or the scarf.
This is the legend of the Outer Ring. The story of the first champion.
I like that even Cecia's snake is like...
So, the first champion is incredible, right?
What do you think about the laser eyes, Billy?
Me? Isn't that a bit much? I'd be too scared to use them. With that kind of power, strong enough to blast through steel, I'd end up with 2 bamboo eye-shaped holes on my faceplate. Nah, I prefer something closer to light bulb wattage. Just enough to cut through the dark when the cunning hair's place loses power again.
That is a very Dante thing.
What are you even worried about?
Not be able to pay the power bill.
The one using them. Oh, I also heard that when the first champion gets pissed, his laser eyes can melt the tallest mountain in the Outer Ring.
I feel like I've seen, heard a similar legend somewhere before.
Come on! Don't worry about those old dusty tales! You should be more excited about the new legend that's about to drop! Trust me, my new form would make even the first champion jealous! Just press here on my chest. Boom! Transformation!
Are we,
Outer Ring will be talking about the legends of cunning hairs, Billy!
Are we assuming that, the upgrades that he got, that he's like, oh, I got paid by Nicole for, like, millions of Denny's. Are we assuming that that's not true and he just dug his old stuff out of storage or whatever, and that's what he is? Might be an odd take, but I bet if Kaleda dug down deep enough, she would have enough riz to pull herself a partner, a girlfriend at that maybe. I honestly think she has that charm in her. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I feel like, especially knowing that she's, what, like 17 or 18 or something, probably she could meet someone her age and be like, hey, I'm the president of this giant company. And that would be enough for most people to be like, all right, well, I'll give you at least a couple dates.
Wait, no! Legends of Starlight, Billy! If this new form shows up in a Starlight Night movie, people would
And that's
instantly, eyes sparkling, shouting.
That was even in whatever the fuck, in Grace's part of the story. When she's talking to the machine that destroyed that building, Kaleda's like, uh-oh, Grace is single as hell. She doesn't know anything about love. So it seems like Kaleda's at least, like, aware of it from that perspective. Billy's old form had his hair down. It also didn't have the Starlight Night forehead spikes. Ah, I see.
Starlight Knight who can wipe out all the villains.
Billy Special.
Billy Special!
The fact that Kaleda's more mature than Grace concerns me. I mean, Grace seems like she's just straight up got, like, weapons-grade autism, so she seems like she's not very good with social cues and relationships. I feel like Grace is not necessarily less mature than Kaleda, and more just that, like, she doesn't know how to interact with people. But also, I imagine having your dad die and then becoming, like, the president of a company when you're 15 or whatever, probably, you know, matures you pretty quickly. She should have been part of this quest. I need to see Billy and Grace interactions. Didn't they have, like, what, an interaction or two somewhere? Like, there was a picture where she was, like, trying to get to Billy or something. I mean, think about it. She's a business owner, a hands-on hard worker, and she's kind of got herself some muscle on her. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have social skills. Well, also she's got, like, the hyperfixation on anything robotic and has almost no interests outside of that, you know?
Oh, what was that last part? Sounds like a fizzy drink from Cheesetopia.
Well then, S. Billy, you've talked a big game. So why don't you transform now?
They're so...
and let us see who's stronger, you or the first champion?
They're not even, like... They're not even hiding it at this point. They're just in-game, straight-up, fourth wall breaking, you know. Alright, S. Billy, it's your time. True, she eats and thinks food is all the same. I did her trust events, as did I. Talking about Kaleda, by the way. Yeah, no, I know.
S. Billy. I like that. It sounds even cooler than special. Very unique. As for which one's stronger, that's not important. What matters is that this one is cooler, flashier, and more like a Starlight Knight, 100%! Once we run into some ethereals, I'll show you what I've got!
What's the point of being cool?
Billy's going to be the first double S rank, where he gets this upgrade, and then he'll get one later that's his old style Billy.
You wouldn't get it! This is what makes it special to be an intelligent construct! It's the Starlight Knight way!
I don't know, I just find Kaleda to be classy in her own way, and I love her for it. I don't know about classy. She feels like she'd be a little rough around the edges, to be honest. But, you know, that has its own charm. She kind of seems like she would stink, 'cause, like, she's always working on a construction site, you know? I love Billy's such a goofball. Yeah, Billy's the best. Isn't Kaleda embarrassed to eat ice cream or snacks? Was it that, or... I think she was embarrassed because she wanted, like, something that sounded very, like, kid sort of styled, like, you know, super happy ice cream sundae surprise or some shit. Yeah, not someone you can take on a date unless she showers. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she could go home and shower before a date, but also, you know, some days if you're really busy and you get home, or you don't have time to go home, you just show up sweaty. Kaleda and Zhao are weirdly similar in a lot of ways. Huh. I'm not sure I see that, but I also don't know that much about Zhao, so maybe you're right. I wish I had some Kleenex in here. All I have is my fucking speeding ticket. I can't blow my nose on that at the moment.
Let's put the Starlight Knight
I just find her brand of professionalism charming. Fair enough.
Anyone that looks like Romeo, so we'll need to ask around some more.
Did feel like she was kind of bastardized in the Hot Pot event. She did go and spam all her quotes in that event. Yeah. There's Risa. Yeah, I mean, she wasn't in it for very long either.
Huh? That sounds like Bernice calling us from below.
Ooh, wise. Let's ask her as well. She's always pretty well informed and might have a lead on Ramiel.
Sure, let's go.
She's always well informed because she's always drinking with everybody, so people keep telling her shit.
Bernice doesn't remember either. Well, better just ask her.
You. Oh, oh.
You're looking for someone? Well, who is it? And what do they look like?
Bernice leans in to take a look at Ramiel's photo.
She's most likely been to Blazewood, but Caesar and Big Daddy haven't seen her. Maybe she came through when none of you were around. I'm guessing you haven't seen her either. Oh, her? She's a good friend of mine.
A good friend? You know her?
That seems strange.
Of course, we're besties. We hit it off right away. I've never met anyone like... what was her name again?
You don't even know your good friend's name?
Well, we only just met. I might have forgotten to ask her name, but...
Literally...
The whole night drinking nitro fuel together.
Literally exactly what I just said.
She told me it was her first time drinking nitro fuel, and she fell in love with it right away. I never thought I'd meet a rival like that. My throne about her ring fuel god is shaking.
It's like... Bernice is just going around getting people hooked on alcohol and being like, "Ah, we're besties." She's like a golden retriever that came to life and then decided to become the biggest alcoholic. Bernice probably knows all the people's deepest, darkest secrets. Yeah. It's crazy that people like Bernice exist. Yeah, I mean... She seems like a stereotypical sorority girl. You know, just like bubbly, popular, always drunk.
What happened after that? Did she mention where she was headed next?
Bernice is literally a golden retriever. She can be friends with anyone.
Yeah, she did.
Through the power of alcohol, anyone can be friends.
Full of nitro fuel trees.
There's no such thing as nitro fuel trees. Did the nitro fuel go to your heads or something? Aside from that, did you talk about anything else?
Maybe not. That's such an ambiguous answer. Is there something you can't tell us about?
It's wild
Bernice,
that
her whereabouts are very important to us.
this nonsense conversation with this drunk, bubbly lady is like the only time I've seen Belle or Wise get angry at anyone in this. Like, she's like, "I don't know, we were drunk." And Belle's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Get your shit together." Bernice probably heard one person at least trauma dumping while drunk together. Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, no, nothing like that. I just forgot. I might have had a bit too much to drink last night, so I can't remember anything except the nitro fuel. Oh, wait. I got it!
I love how they put up with everyone in New Eridu's BS, but when it comes to Bernice, they can't stand her. It's almost as if they had experienced someone with a drunk friend before, like their old school or something. To be fair, I think if I were regularly dealing with somebody who was always drunk, I would probably get tired of it pretty quickly as well.
If I have another nitro fuel and recreate the moment, I'm sure I'll remember something.
Like, this is straight alcoholic behavior. Like, just like, "Bernice, this is really important. Are you sure you can't help us remember?" And she's like, "Well, maybe a whiskey or two would jog my memory." It's like, fuck you. You're trying to find a way to drink more. You're just finding any excuse.
I think I'm starting to remember. Oh, the hollow! to Blazewood! The hollow closest to Blazewood. That's a solid lead. Considering when she left, Romuel's probably already inside.
Getting drunk to remember things. And most people get drunk to forget.
So that's her name. Doesn't really feel like it fits her. Yeah, that's because it's an alias. Huh? Our AI assistant is calling me.
Reverse psychiatry.
Master, I've gathered some information on the Witherblooms. I hope it's helpful. The white Witherblooms Romuel bought from Orchidea are commonly used as home decor. Besides their aesthetic value, their scent has calming and cooling properties.
Thanks, Fairy, for the explanation on why people buy flowers of any kind.
These flowers are no longer used in memorial rituals. The most recently recorded use of Witherblooms for honoring the deceased appears in a newspaper photo from about 100 years ago. It is believed to be a tradition from the Old Capital, or an even earlier era.
100 years ago? Why would she follow a tradition from that long ago?
So, I guess we're supposed to assume that Romuel's actually like 100-something, 200.
What do you think, Proxy? Should we keep looking for her?
The only time people buy flowers is for anniversary weddings or someone's passing. In this case, I feel like it's someone's death. Yeah, I mean, I do know people who buy flowers occasionally when they want to, like, spruce up their home and make it smell nice or whatever, but, like, I don't know. It feels like dumb information when you're like, we gotta find her. She's like, yes, I looked up what a daffodil is for you.
Of course. Now that we've got
Fairy's
a new
just
clue,
Google in
we
its
should
ultimate
hurry.
form. Yeah, basically.
Wise is right. We don't know her final destination yet, but I'll map out a route so we can catch up. Let's move.
That's how you know this game comes from China, because our two main characters are totally fine with and happy to have a major hand in the surveillance state. Like, they're just straight up like, alright, Fairy, search through all the public cameras you can find so we can just instantly find this person. You're like, that feels not very legal. Certainly not very cool of you. Alright.
Cecilia and I are ready when you are, manager.
Fairy's AI Google with a personality. Meanwhile, in the West, we're paranoid with AI. I mean, the surveillance state's happening in the West too. It's just not quite at the level it is in China yet. Ready, manager? Let's go. I want to play as new Billy. Let's fucking go. Ooh, cutscene.
So many ethereals.
Let's go around. That will take more time.
Excuse me?
Though.
Coming through.
Huh?
Yo, yo, yo! All eyes on me!
Billy, what are you...
No need to go another way. I've been getting ready for this. It's showtime. Oh, evil darker than a black hole. Rejoice! You've earned the honor of being scorched by starlight! Dimension burst! Star crash! Starlight night! Transform!
How does this guy pass the forbidden fruit test?
Ha! Running into me today? Must be your lucky day! Behold! My brand new form! Upgraded with funds from Boss Nicole's wallet. Come at me! All of you.
Fucking sick. Hell yeah, dude. That was radical. Where does jacket go? I think it turned into his scarf. Bro, what the fuck? In the in the little recording for the video, somebody left their mouse in it. Look. You can see they kept their mouse on the screen until the end when they moved it away. What the Frozen Ultra Weeb. He is. Even his Even his theme music is in Japanese. Easiest pull of your life. Oh yeah. Very unprofessional. This is why you know they don't care about Billy. When Starlight Billy's attacks hit enemies, he gains determination. Gained when triggering a perfect dodge using EX special attack Cool Wheelie. Using chain attack Night Swagger, triggering a block. Hold to use basic attack Full Throttle Starlight. Hold that to use EX special attack High Traction Wheels and recover HP. When decibel rating reaches maximum, press to consume decibels and use the special.
Transformation complete! What do you think, manager? It cost me a fortune to get this super powerful form. Fighter dash!
A motorcycle out of nowhere? That must be where the Denny's went.
It's
Red.
time to become the Starlight Knight we always wanted to be. Here you are.
Trade an arm for this.
Yo. Holy shit. Kind of a slow bike, honestly.
Cheap tricks. Bang. Come on. Raging Starlight. Night charge. Wanna lift? Time to roar. Starlight. Ha! Nicely done.
And he does the rider
You can go to
kick.
the elevator ahead now.
Quest just became god tier. Pacing is perfect form. I expected it to be faster. I also thought his bike would be faster, but that motherfucker caught me.
Keep up.
Are you satisfied with S. Billy? I wish he used his revolvers a little more still, but I mean, he's pretty cool. I can't say that I'm not satisfied. A real Starlight Knight stays below the speed limit. That's the like poster they have for kids, like a real Starlight Knight stays below the speed limit. He's a common rider. Yeah, I mean he really is. I hope he gets a potential unlock like Sanby did if he feels underwhelming. I mean, he feels alright to me.
I see some traces of ether.
If it was too fast, he'd crash into the walls. Yeah, that's true. I haven't played this game in over a year. Who is meta currently? Dog. I don't know. I thought I knew, but then I can't get 3 stars on any of the fucking
Under the blazing sun, an unseen army lays claim to the land.
Shiyu defense.
Its domination etched in searing pain.
Promea, Aria.
Whip the sands
Every
into
3
a
patches
furious
it's something
uprising
different.
against the
Yeah.
sky. Two colossal
But
beasts clash
welcome
and
in.
tear at one another,
Is it
fighting for the right to name this
Vionism?
untamed world.
Good old Shiyu defense. Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't really play meta, because I'm just like, I want to play the characters I have fun with, and also, I'm not rich, so I can't afford to buy all the meta stuff anyway. Scene is so good if you play as Belle, because Billy says all of this in a girl voice. That's funny. DPS Ben is always meta. That's right. DPS Ben, always. Last time I played Miyabi was meta. Yeah, it's been a while since that was the case. My Miyabi team is struggling to get 3 stars. Well, they don't get 3 stars.
My name is Wise, walking through this brutal war. But I have no fear, because I have the strongest, most reliable companion by my side.
I had a serious spending problem.
Before any disaster can even reach me, it will be turned to ash by his very presence.
Yeah, I mean that's what these games are designed to do, is encourage addiction.
I may not say it out loud, but I I'm truly grateful to my companion. More than once, I've thought about giving him this month's
I hate
or
gacha,
even
bro.
next month's video store earnings, just to free him from the burden of having advanced.
Yeah,
his
that's
betting.
like how it always, it's like, man, I fucking hate gacha. Long live gacha. Your hair looks amazing. Also, hi there. Thank you, Ether. Very much appreciated. It's been a while. How you doing? Hope you're good. Between this, HSR, and Wuwa, I was in hell. Yeah, I mean, I can't even keep up with just this. I don't know how people do multiple games.
Only then could I truly express the gratitude in my heart. Thank you, S. Billy.
And in this fucking economy, like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know how people have the money to constantly spend on every new character. Man, I hate gacha. Early S pull. Man, I love gacha. It's literally just like sports. You know? Like, you listen to anybody who follows any sport, like football or whatever, they're like, God, my fucking team lost again. They're so garbage. I fucking hate this. But then, like, when they win on a final last second goal, you're like, oh, fuck yeah, this is the best thing I've ever seen. It's like, I get why it gets people. ZZZ suffers the most from gacha. The combat's genuinely good enough to be an upfront purchase or subscription. Yeah, it would be nice if it was like, you know, just buy the game once. But I get that that's how they make the money, so they're not going to change that. This game was by far my unluckiest game. I lost so many 50-50s. Damn. I think I've been pretty lucky. I think I've only lost like 2 or 3. Gacha and sports players are more similar than they think. Oh, everybody's similar in that way. Like, it used to be thought of like, if you like sports, then you're a jock. And if you like, you know, anime or Star Wars, then you're a nerd. But then you listen to anybody talk sports and it's like, no, you're a fucking nerd too. You're just a nerd about sports. When they're like, look, LeBron's shooting average is better than Michael Jordan's shooting average, which means on average he's the better player, which means that it's like, it's the same fucking shit. It's just you being like LeBron versus Michael Jordan instead of Luke Skywalker versus Anakin Skywalker, you know? It has. I finally made it to the end of my semester, and while I was really stressed and going through it, I not only passed my class, I got 100% on my exam, got an award for academic excellence, and had the program director wanting to collab with me for future human service projects. Nice. Well, I mean, I'm sorry you were going through it, but also, sounds like you fucking nailed it, so good work. Never heard of this gacha and sports correlation, but so true. Yeah, I mean, that's what got me when I was younger. What made me understand it? 'Cause like, I hate watching football, both American and soccer. They're just really boring to me. I don't like watching them. But it made me understand it when I heard people talking about it on like a podcast I listened to where I was like, oh, this is just their like theoretical obsession, the way that like some people theory craft about, you know, Invincible or whatever. It's just them doing that same shit. Anakin Skywalker versus Darth Vader. I mean, Madden's basically an RPG. I mean, basically, yeah. Thanks, I celebrated with extra sleep and a ramen date. Hell yeah. I had my own extra sleep day yesterday. I slept for 10 hours. Won't lie, I love me some college football, but I hate NFL. Yeah, I don't watch many sports, but the ones that I do watch tend to be the most like active, I guess. Like I watch combat sports like UFC or boxing. Um I watch professional climbing competitions and I watch F1 as well as like the feeder series like F2, F3, stuff like that where there's always like something happening on the field or in the arena, whatever you want to call it. Um, Fencing was fun to watch. Fencing is cool. I watch it in the Olympics sometimes. 10 hours sounds amazing. Yeah, well, I didn't set an alarm because I was like, I didn't get enough sleep last weekend. I'm just gonna sleep for how much I can. I enjoy American sports with my dad, but I'm not like a die-hard level jock or something on that level, since I mean I love HSR and ZZZ, kind of tells you what I am. Yeah, I mean, I if I had to pick a sport outside of the ones that I've watched, I would probably choose hockey or basketball because there's always something happening on the court. Dude, you like climbing? Lend me some climbing comps. Yeah, I go bouldering. I try to go twice a week if I can. But I'll also watch the now it's called World Climbing. It was like IFSC or something, but uh yeah, I like to watch their bouldering and lead climbing comps. I did is that epee? I mean, fencing is like French, right? So epee maybe? The one where it's legal to attack the genitals. Jesus. Very nice. What's the highest graded boulder you've been able to send? I managed one V5 a few weeks ago. That's the highest I've ever gotten. Which I'll link it real quick. Is this the one? No. Is this it? Yeah, okay. I will link it here for you, and I just found out there's a way to link stuff from Twitter without actually having to go on Twitter. That is my highest climb ever, the V5. No one ever did though, but you can. I watch FIFA despite its myriad of issues with my dad. Yeah, I mean, there's also that. Like, it's, I think it's easier to get into a sport when someone you know watches, you know?
You take the lead, S. Billy. You've been rambling behind me the whole way.
I typically like to do top rope, but I do boulder from time to time. Highest graded top rope route I can send is between like a 510C or a 511A. I don't really know anything about the top rope route ratings, but I'm weird as a climber because I hate heights. So I don't do top rope at all. I only do bouldering, which then people are like, well, on top rope you can't fall, you'll be caught, right? And I'm like, yeah, but you fall higher, and I don't like that. I would rather fall where I know I'm just gonna drop and land, you know? Foil chest only, saber, top body, and epee everything. I see. What do you think of Angels of Delusion? Cool faction or pass? They're not my cup of tea. I don't like little girl characters and stuff like this. I tend to find them really annoying. And it's a faction made up entirely of little girls. And I also don't really like idol stuff. or J-pop, so like that also kind of is a problem. I like their patch better than the previous ones though, because it at least felt like ZZZ again. 5.15 plus is like Adam Andra level. Oh, damn! So you're like serious at climbing. I watch sports, played Battlefield, and formerly Call of Duty, yet I enjoy, like I said, HSR, ZZZ, and even, believe it or not, Animal Crossing. Yeah, I think in the modern era, it's easier for people to have, like, those multifaceted interests. Like, back in the day, I feel like it would have been like, you watch boxing or you like comic books, but nowadays I'm like, I watch boxing, I like comic books, I play video games, I watch F1, you know, we'll do all sorts of stuff. The coolest character was the green dressed chick and she isn't even playable. Yeah. Arya is uncharacteristically bearable. Arya is probably my favorite of those three. Oh hell no, I wouldn't say serious. You could probably send a V or a 5.11. They get exponentially harder once you hit like 5.12 and up. I mean, that's been my experience with Boulder. Fucking the gap from V3s to V4s was monumental for me. Took forever to finally get to a V4. The gap from V4 to V5 wasn't as big. I managed to do the V5 sooner compared to the V3 to V4, but it does feel like every grade up is like, god damn, this just got way, way harder.
I just didn't want things to get boring, so I did the opening lines from the latest Starlight Night season. Pretty fitting, right? Anyways, the point is, I've got no weaknesses now. No matter what's waiting ahead of us, we take the shortest route and
Arya seems the most reasonable one. She should be more proud of herself for sure. Yeah, because she's the only one who's like, just like regular. She knows how to regulate her emotions and the others don't. Yeah, V5 is commendable. I appreciate that. You know, the bigger commercial gym that I go to sometimes in the city, like an hour away, they do that thing where it's like, you know, red routes are V0 to V1, yellows are V1 to V3, like so on. So you don't know exactly what you're climbing, which I kind of like, because then you're just like trying routes that are fun, you know? And you don't have to worry about, like, is this out of my league, or is this, you know, so easy it'll be boring. You just kind of climb what you want to try. But I've been trying not to focus on, like, you know, I gotta find another V5 I can climb right away. Like, I'm happy to still be working in the V4 region, because I feel like once you get past, like, V5, V6... that's probably when climbing just stops being, like, fun and kind of just starts being pain. S. Billy versus Ben Bigger in his prime, who wins? I mean, obviously it's Ben. I mean, if we're talking prime Ben, he gets both of his eyes and his white suit with the red floral shirt. Come on. What's S. Billy even gonna do?
Oh yeah? And get ready. Something's coming. There's an abnormal signal.
Yeah, V6, V7 gets crazy. Then you have Psychos climbing V8+. Yeah. No, there's some guys at my gym who will do that shit, and it's always insane watching them. There's this one fucker who comes to my gym. Every time I'm like, oh man, that looks really hard. I don't think I can climb that. Because it's like at the very edge of what I'm working on for routes. He's like, no, you totally got this. It's easy. I can do it, so you can do it. And I'm like, brother, you weigh like 100 pounds less than me, and you're also like 10 years younger than me. There is no damn way that just because you can do something means that I can also do that. He'll fucking like campus something with one hand and launch himself up, and I'm like, yeah, no, I cannot do that. Prime Ben is a tank. Ben gets the pillar nunchucks. God, it'd be so cool. Prime Ben is basically Prime Kiryu. You know, you're not wrong.
Perfect timing. I couldn't really show what a Starlight Knight is actually capable of in the last fight. This time, I'll... Huh? It's that guy!
It is funny that part of Billy's new S rank is that he gets a new jacket. Familiar figure appears. What? Why is he like Bane now?
Romulo? Oh, weren't you supposed to be locked up? Oh, no, wait.
Like, brother, you can probably rip a phone book with your fingertips.
What's going on?
Yeah, well, he was like, I'm going into the Marines. I just passed my my test for it, and it was like, okay, so why do you think either of us are like comparable? Prime Ben is what Goku looks for in guidance. Lend me your energy. People of Earth, lend me your energy. He's blue now, major upgrade. He's blue, that means he's a good guy now.
Yeah, and looks like he's had quite a few illegal modifications.
This is really strange. Why would someone build something like this? And why is it here?
Hostile target detected. Initiating.
I don't think that's an intelligent construct. He's clearly got like a wolf head.
Well, this thing doesn't seem that intelligent after all.
Time to show them the true power of a Starlight Knight!
Unknown signal interference detected. Running diagnostics now.
It just hit with the
We'll take care of it in no time.
fucking hit with the fucking dial-up mode.
You can't escape my gaze.
Boss rematch. Dude, I fucking hate fighting him. He's so annoying.
What are you looking at?
It's pretty sick.
It's showtime!
I like that he says the same thing, but just like kicks up the energy a little.
This thing fights just like Romulo. Could it be?
Dog, are you fucking shitting me? You didn't know that was him? He's definitely a power creep boss for sure. Like, if you don't know the new character mechanics, it's so BS. Well, the main thing is, I hate that they stop all the new fights where it's like, now they're doing the purple thing, so just sit there and wait to block, and if you like miss it a little bit, then it's just a waste of time. Prime Ben yelled all the time, which is why he isn't loud anymore. It was like Bob Ross when he was a drill sergeant. Isn't she the racial profile queen, Cecilia the Snake? Yeah, she's like Zorro in One Piece.
Enemies like this are nothing to S, Billy. Bring as many as you want.
Several mech Romule units appear one after another, gradually closing in like a pack of wolves on the hunt.
Oh, come on.
Isn't that kind of racist to say?
Is everything I say coming true today or something? You know what? When we're out of the hollow, I'm gonna win the lottery, pay off my advance, and still have enough left to buy the latest Starlight Knight hollow cards!
They're mass-produced. This is not good. There are too many of them.
Nah, I can take them.
Don't worry, manager. Fighting outnumbered is a Starlight Knight
I just assumed Cecilia was writing that dialogue. Will justify the way that was written.
Take him out with a single dazzling attack.
Yo, it's been a while.
You can talk?
You can talk too! What are you so surprised about?
Running into you here was well within my calculations. Though I must say, there are a few unexpected surprises. Your new toys look way more fun than what I've got here.
That way of talking. Why does
Oh
it
my
feel
God.
oddly familiar?
All right. Of course you wouldn't recognize me like this. Here, my business card.
What business card? Oh no. Manager, something's wrong. I can't move.
What's going on? Billy's systems are reading normal, and I'm not detecting any ether-based attacks.
It's a multi-vector Trojan! But my firewall is brand new! How is this even possible?
Shouldn't have gotten McAfee.
No firewall can hold against Trojans forever. There will always be one that finds its way through. In a closed network like this, release millions of Trojans in a second, and one will inevitably break through the walls. Unless your opponent can build millions of walls just as fast.
God, I hope we see a hacker battle like in NCIS where they're all just like going on keyboards.
Now then, aren't you gonna come out and say hello, fairy?
Yokai. Why are you here? And why are you using Romuald's identity?
That is kind of a weird thing to do.
Don't spoil the fun of our little hunting game. Well then, hunters who become the prey, your guns won't fire anymore. So tell me, how will you survive when the wolves start closing in?
Don't worry about me. I'll figure something out. Cecilia, protect the manager.
Are you ready, my prey? I'm gonna start counting down. 3, 2, 1.
The hunt begins.
Red.
Romia! What in the world?
Oh look, it's Batwoman.
Whose orders are you following?
Pretty much. It's like Batwoman mixed with Moon Knight because of all the moon shit. Romia had a backup plan. She traps Mech Romuald, hoping to extract some useful information, but the light in its eyes flickers briefly, then goes completely dark. It was shut down.
It's gone.
Thank you, Promia. If you hadn't...
Moon Woman's actually very fitting for 2 reasons.
Hold on. Come out. You know there's no point in hiding.
The devs love exposing her butt and her crescent moons. Oh, I got it.
It is an honor to meet you, Judge Promia. Let me be clear up front. What just happened to you all has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, that sounds plausible.
Are these mechs Rusty Cliff's assets?
I have no clue. My job is to monitor and ensure the transport route stays secure. Don't blame me for staying out of it. It's way above my pay grade. Trust me, I just work here.
This guy could not be making himself seem more like the mastermind. Promia's VA plays the mom in Spy Family, which I got to meet her and Megan this year at SAC Anime. That's cool. If you don't get your James sounding ass out of here.
Don't say anything unnecessary. I know your every move.
Right. Of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here
Jesse.
in one piece.
James.
We were notified a few days ago that a Krampus judge would be coming to investigate, but I didn't think it would be you.
Last warning. Don't say anything unnecessary.
Understood.
Glad to hear this guy's voice in yet another NPC's body. He sure can body hop quite well. Just trust me, bro. I'm not suspicious at all. I'm just following orders.
Leave. And when you report back, tell your superiors. Don't cross the line.
Promia is literally just female Griffith once he turned into Femto.
But I'm not done monitoring the route yet. If I can't confirm that it's secure, that big guy's firepower will be... Understood. I'm heading back to deliver the message now.
The Rusty Cliff contact leaves without looking back.
Alright, I'll cut to the chase. It's getting more dangerous here by the minute. Leave now. Don't stick around.
I don't see how, considering we just destroyed all the robots that were trying to kill me.
More dangerous? Because of Rusty Cliff Corp?
How much do you know?
You fill Promea in on what you know, or on what you heard from Caesar.
Rusty Cliff promised they'd keep a low profile and wouldn't disrupt normal life in the Outer Ring. Looks like they're starting to cross that line. Go home. You don't need to get caught up in this.
No, we can't go back yet.
Reason.
Promea is basically Makoto from Persona 3 and Batman put together.
We're looking for Romuel. It's about the competition.
You bring Promea up to speed on everything Cecilia and Billy know.
So, that's the situation. We'll do our best to avoid tops. Whatever their goal is, as long as it's not related to Romuel, there's no reason for us to get involved.
I'll go with you.
You mean you'll help us look for her?
Yes. Rusty Cliff won't bother you with me by your side.
Wait, I object! This is way too suspicious. You're with Tubbs. Why would you suddenly help us? This has nothing to do with your mission.
It's wild that 2 of the 3 characters on screen right now have handcuffs on.
I can't disclose the details of my mission, but I'll tell you what I can. I'm investigating the big guy that Contact mentioned. It was suddenly deployed after the incident at the competition. In addition, according to Krampus intel, Rusty Cliff is also actively searching for Romuel. Following those leads led me to you. I'm afraid this is not a coincidence. So I want to find her too, and ask her what she took from Rusty Cliff. Or what Rusty Cliff wants from her.
So, the incident at the competition, Romuel's whereabouts, Rusty Cliff's operations in the Outer Ring, these are likely not separate events. They're all connected by an invisible thread, and Romuel's holding the other end of it.
Let's team up then. No matter what the rest of Tops is like, Krampus can be trusted.
I don't know that that's true. We know like 1 member of Krampus, or I guess 2. But Banyue's basically there because he's like, yeah, I don't have a choice. And Zhao was fairly morally dubious up until the end when her goals just happened to align with ours in the right way.
Seems my colleagues left a good impression. Don't worry. I'll make sure I live up to it.
Like, how is it possible that every organization we run across, they're like, yeah, you can trust them.
There we go. I can move now.
Dial in and Zhao or chill. I don't know, man. They both give me vibes like they would stab me in the back for money.
A comprehensive scan and cleanup have been performed on Billy. His firewall has been updated to isolate unauthorized data packets disguised as local hollow environment data, especially deceptive distress signals tagged Starlight Night.
So he got caught in a phishing scam, basically.
Specifically, was that how Billy got tricked?
Zhao's whole arc was her learning to not do that. I mean, yeah, but also if you still work for the kind of people who will make you do that, like, I don't know.
Anyway, thank AI assistant rocks! And thank you, Premia, for protecting the manager back there. I won't forget that.
Thanks for helping earlier.
Pardon?
I thought they, like, animated her hair shaky.
I said, this pubsec officer will be watching you. The second I spot
'Cause she's
any
nervous.
suspicious behavior, I will call in a truckload of backup from public security.
Okay. Noted.
Okay, what the
This
fuck?
is where I come in.
Whee!
Just like...
Look, up ahead.
These faded ethereals, we've seen them before. We don't need to fight, but they're totally blocking the way. Group spends some time moving it aside. A bit of a hassle, but still better than fighting.
All right. Let's keep going.
I mean, move it aside. Can't you just destroy it? That'd be easier.
It's a great day for a joyride.
Under certain conditions... Yeah, okay.
Mandrake will enhance the defense of other
Already know her deal.
A gap for efficiency, we should take it out first. Of course. If you prefer to toy with your enemies, you can save it for last.
But you're back! No, no. We'd rather just get it over with. Right, manager?
Of course. Let's focus our fire on that mandrake.
What are you looking at?
Don't blink!
There's plenty of time. I need an answer. An opening. Got you.
Just can't believe this is the voice of mommies in other games.
Pointing to the same
Toy with our enemies. What the hell does Promea do for fun?
If Ramiel was here, she would have passed through that fissure.
You know, perform executions. Judge Dredd style. Ether surges through a fissure that appeared out of nowhere. The only way forward is through.
Doesn't it feel like there are fewer ethereals blocking our way?
Someone has already been through here and cleared the path.
Could it be Ramiel?
Gee, what gives you
Either way,
that idea,
it works in our
Wise?
favor.
Time to roar! Starlight!
Bromea.
Faded ethereal.
Hey, Bromea!
That means we're getting closer, right?
Oh, who's the prey?
Yeah, we're very close to the ether fissure. Almost there.
I don't miss.
For the highlight rails!
He did the henshin. Yup. It's weird that this is the music that's playing
Right up ahead.
in the middle of combat. Alright, we're going through again.
This place is...
It's the Chasm Memorial. Didn't expect the fissure to lead us back here of all places.
The Crunk voice is so good, very iconic. This is the mystery-solving music. Yeah, the Scooby-Doo music. And yeah, Patrick Warburton,
We didn't lose
iconic.
the trail, did we? Should we have not gone through that fissure? Is it too late to go back?
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Actually,
I think we're on the right track. Look,
I just saw a video with that I'll share with you guys because it's very funny to me. If I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Alright, you can get to that at your leisure. Shit made me laugh. 2 of his sons voice Hoyo characters. Yeah, I've seen that. Actually, at one point, Hatter was going to have me and one of them, I think, play some game with her, but then I think plans fell through eventually. But maybe someday I'll get to cross paths with them. Probably Gabe. Yeah, I think so.
The flowers are still fresh. If it was really Romuald who left them,
Gabe's more
she
online.
couldn't have gone far.
Yep, I think you're correct.
Where should we go now? The trail ends here, and there's no one around to ask.
Imagine if that was someone's ringtone. It'd be hella annoying but funny. The thing that got me was just like the start of it. It's so fucking loud, and he's just, "Hey, Peter!"
Why leave these flowers? What could it mean?
Maybe they're for a
Hey, Billy!
But why wither blooms? They're so old-fashioned. This must have some special meaning to her. We just don't have enough information yet.
Over 100 years ago, the alias Romuald. Pink hair.
It's Nicole!
Think of something.
No, it's nothing. It's just some wild guesses. Over 100 years ago, around the time old Eridu was founded, could Romuald be connected to that history somehow? Pink hair. Could it be? No, that's not possible.
Anyway, the trail's gone cold, and it's getting dark. We won't find anything useful if we stay here. Let's head back to Blazewood and rest up. Sounds good. Lighter and the others should be back from patrol by now. Maybe they've got some new clues.
Feels like Patrick Warburton's more of a voice actor than an on-screen actor, but I know he does on-screen too. Yeah, I think these days he's more of a voice actor. But I always think of him as an on-screen actor who does a lot of voice acting, similar to oh, what the fuck is his name? He's in so much shit. Jack Black. No, not Mark Hamill. The black guy who is in Princess and the Frog. Blanking on his name. Also, what's up, JMO? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good time. This is gonna drive me fucking crazy. What's his name? Jamie Foxx? Nah. He's not in that movie, I don't think. Keith David. That's it. Yeah, Keith David is who I was thinking of. But I think of them more as on-screen actors because, like, I saw them for the first time on screen in things and then later heard them as voice actors. But, like, you know, both him and Patrick Warburton and Mark Hamill really are guys where, like, depending on what you were watching first when you heard them, you could probably be like, oh, they're voice actors more, you know? Like, I know Patrick Warburton the most from Seinfeld, when he played Elaine's boyfriend, David Putty. That's what I saw him in first. But, you know, definitely he's also still a voice actor. He's earned his credits for that. He's not like, you know, like Chris Pratt. Hamill's definitely more of a voice actor now. Yeah, kind of. I mean, if it were a few years back, I would say yes. But Mark Hamill's started doing more on-screen stuff again, just because for a while he was kind of like essentially blacklisted from the industry. You know, not officially or anything, but like he just couldn't find work after Star Wars. because they were all like, I don't want the guy from Star Wars in my movie. But he's doing a lot more on-screen stuff now. He was in What We Do in the Shadows. Really funny episode of that. He's in League of Legends. Yeah, I mean, he does do a lot of voice acting. I think you can make the case for that, but he has started doing more on-screen stuff again.
I should also find a place with a
He was in
signal
some
to report
movie.
our progress. Let's go.
Patrick Warburton. Ah, I see. Wait, Hamill being blacklisted? Yeah, he talked about it at one point where after Star Wars, he was kind of like, this will be my big break, and now I'll be able to find work. But he was auditioning for like a romantic comedy, and he literally heard the voice or the director in the other room go, no, I don't want fucking Luke Skywalker in my movie. Like, he basically was like, that's all everybody saw me as, so I just couldn't get any work. And that's when he started doing voiceover stuff. Because the regular on-screen industry basically didn't want him at all. Which is pretty fucked. What the shit?
What are you looking at?
Bro, what is this evil D&D dice? Feels like the Disney Channel curse. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the same thing happened with, what's his name? Christopher Lloyd, who was in, Back to the Future. He was a young man when he took that role. They just gave him, like, old man makeup and stuff. But, everybody thought that he was an old man, so when he was trying to audition for stuff, he didn't really get any real chances, because they were like, no, I don't want this old man playing this, like, 30-year-old guy in this comedy. So, like, sometimes your big break is also the thing that, like, just fucks you over.
But your memories shouldn't be here.
I'm looking at your memories.
I always think of the Mark Hamill dub of Majima from Yakuza. What's up, D Young? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you had a good Tuesday yesterday. But that one always makes me laugh, because when they announced they were going to be doing a dub of the new Yakuza games, I remember people tweeted at him like, hey, are you coming back to be Majima? And he was like, what the fuck is a Majima? Because for him, that was like a voice job from 20 years ago that nobody really knew about or cared about. So people were like, you don't remember playing Majima? And he's like, no. Mark Hamill also voices Ozai from Avatar. Yeah, I knew that. He's very good in that. Yo, D Young, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Bro, what is going on? Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is.
You don't have to answer. I just thought, before we extend our partnership, we should get to know each other.
I feel as if the MCU actors are facing the popular franchise curse as well. I don't know. It seems like most of them have gone on to have pretty successful careers.
We have the same goal.
It's not exactly the same, though, right?
I mean, most of them were also established actors prior to that, so as long as it's better than 2.x, that's all I care about. I think it's better already, for sure. Mark Hamill's also known now for his Joker voice. Yeah, I mean, he made the Joker, like, what he is, really. Robert Downey Jr. honestly suffered the most. I wouldn't say that. I mean, after he was Iron Man, he was in the Sherlock Holmes movies, which did well. He was most recently in Oppenheimer, and everyone said he was really good in that. I think he's doing fine, In fact, he's coming back to be Doctor Doom, so seems like he's doing good. And his Skeletor voice is amazing too. Yeah, I could see that. Chris Evans maybe is doing well a bit. Yeah, Chris Evans has been doing just fine as well. He was in Knives Out, and he was in what was it? Deadpool and Wolverine. He was in something recently that I didn't see, but I saw the trailer for. It seems like they're all doing fine.
The answers I want from Sunbringer, and the answers you all want from Sunbringer.
The only one I would say, the only actors who I think are maybe not doing well from the MCU are the ones who are that was their first big role. Like the girl who plays Miss Marvel. I haven't seen her in anything else, but she's also young and not doing a ton of stuff before that from what I know. So at that point it's not necessarily oh, they were cursed and they're not doing well, as much as just this was kind of their big break and they're still trying to break into things.
Are they really the same? Hey now, no need to be so tense. At least until I get my
What is this?
I'm perfectly happy to keep working with you.
I mean, there's clearly a camera on the front there, but why is it like a steam-powered dice?
And I hope we can remain partners even after that.
Well, that depends. Are you consistent inside and out? Just like that, Mr. Model Citizen?
Don't ask about my insides.
Come to think of it, maybe it's time I paid him a visit for another round of our Q&A.
She was in college when in Miss Marvel. Yeah, exactly. It's the ones who aren't thriving are the ones who are really new to it in the first place. If it's an intelligent construct is the weirdest one we've seen. That would be cool if it was an intelligent construct. Pedro Pascal and everything. Yeah, I mean, Pedro Pascal's one of those guys where he was already a legend in Hollywood before he was in it.
Figures. Anything connected to Tops is trouble. We'll take turns keeping watch.
Cephalon
Proxy,
D20.
you guys can stay here tonight without worrying.
Whatever goes on in the city isn't our business. But if they show up here acting like the Outer Ring is their personal playground, then
Florence Pugh's also climbing top seed. Yeah.
Hospitality.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone.
She's certainly
Romuel,
having a pretty good career.
Mechanical Romuel. It just feels like we've been chasing one mystery after another all day.
Mysteries. With this specialist here, I'll just put him out to pieces.
With that, Cecilia resumes her struggle with a bag of particularly tough jerky.
Cecilia, need a hand? Check it out. My new armor's got fingertip micro thruster assist.
Fingertip micro thruster assist? Bro. They gave Billy a finger blast mode?
Stop! Dumbass who almost got tricked by the enemy. Hands off my snacks.
Hey, don't be so mean. I mean, earlier you were all like...
Shoot! Go chat with them. Don't even think about my jerky.
Meanwhile, Promea stays unusually quiet as if she's deep in thought.
Strange. Rusty Cliff is more impatient than I expected.
What is it, Promea?
The mechanical Romuel we encountered in the Hollow, and the big guy, the Rusty Cliff contact mentioned. They're rushing to deploy it, stirring up chaos in the Outer Ring and risking Krampus's attention. They must feel threatened.
Need a hand, Cecilia? Billy trying to be sleek.
Threatened? Who could possibly threaten Tops? Those months... Those big shots.
Maybe they're running out of time. Or maybe it's Romuel. That W engine she took. She must know something even Tops's upper ranks would fear. Or Perhaps she possesses something they desperately want.
She has the Epstein files.
We should locate Romuald as soon as possible. We pinned down her general movements today. She might still be somewhere in this area. If we expand the search tomorrow, we'll definitely find something.
Indeed.
Promea would definitely kill for that, for sure, the files. Oh yeah.
Right now, Sons of Caledon stretch pretty thin, but if something urgent comes up and you need help, just say the word.
Why is Sons of Caledon stretched thin?
I heard you're the champion.
I keep saying that, but...
So, have you ever met the Caledon Reaper? Are they as terrifying as the stories say?
I've heard a few stories. They say they're the quiet type. Deadly. Ruthless.
I think Caesar mentioned it.
Shadow.
Yeah, I mean, she was like, oh, we're really stretched thin here, but like... Something about Tops coming over for their turf in the hollow. Yeah, I guess I remembered her saying something about the hollow.
Then again, who knows? Maybe they're actually the kind who budgets carefully just to take photos at themed restaurants. Rumors aren't always trustworthy. Sometimes survival means cultivating a little bad rep. After all, plenty of people say the sweepers are demons who've done every terrible thing imaginable. And yet here you are, working alongside one of those demons.
Don't look at me like that. I have no intention of making excuses for the reputation I earned in the past.
Cecilia shrinks back a little and falls silent. Do you guys think I'm about like halfway through this patch, or how much longer?
What matters is the present and what comes next. We'll continue looking for Romuald tomorrow, so everyone should get some rest. Cecilia, stop eating snacks. If you give yourself indigestion, Belle's going to come after me.
Why? Why would Belle care?
Well, just give me just a minute.
This story quest is short. Surprisingly, I think we're maybe half-ish. There's like one more cutscene after this. That's good, and you can probably stop. Okay.
The bonfire is so nice. Well, why are you here?
Well, I think I'm going to stop for the night now because I still have auditions and stuff I gotta get to from when I was gone, still trying to sort shit out. But we will get to it on the next one. And we'll probably finish it then, I assume. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being patient when I was gone. Very much appreciated that you guys always return. So thank you for that. And let's find someone to raid. Let's raid... Let's raid... What about Amberly? Is she on? What's her channel's name? Thank you, D. Young, for the stretch. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's raid her. All right. All right. So yes, as I said, thank you all so much. It's very much appreciated. I might be back Friday, but it's also looking like I might have to drive down to help my brother with something. So I will let you know, but regardless, if it doesn't happen Friday, we'll be back Monday to finish the patch. Hopefully, so that way Wednesday can go back to $1 Wednesdays. Because we only managed to do one of those before I had to get busy and leave. But yeah, thank you all so much, and I will see y'all soon.